Step up! Step up! Ah, folks, step up! I want you to come listen to Tuna Zane. Let me tell you about Andrew Holness. Him dirty thinking thief in government and them dirty running. We are going to pack them up and send them running. Hear this? Okay. Hey, crowd of people. I want you taking a style by me lonesome Zane. Let me tell you what God. How we go? He goes on. Hey, Maxine and Brethren. So, you know, see where I'm going in a parliament. No, 13 make favor drink water like wow. Yeah, me not go. You wait to go to a girl and say, yo, turn round there, give a smile and say, wow. She a smile back, extra number no. Yeah, nah go. Where you get dairy milk and cheese from cow? I didn't even move again. So, I get to the bow when me a tell the boss now. Yeah, nah go. Big mama we a 10 pounds on a shape by bow. Competition get winning, that run now. Bleaching cream around the place now. Put them back and face like snow. And let me step up, step up. Ah, folks, step up. I want you to come listen to Tuna Zane. Let me tell you about Andrew Holness. Him dirty thinking thief in government and them dirty running. We are going to pack them up and send them running. Hear this? Okay. Hey, crowd of people. I want you taking a style by me lonesome Zane. Let me tell you what God. How we go? He goes on. Hey, Maxine and Brethren. So, yeah, me not go. You wait to go to a girl and say, yo, turn round there, give a smile and say, wow. She a smile back, extra number no. Yeah, nah go. Where you get dairy milk and cheese from cow? I didn't even move again. So, I get to the bow when me a tell the boss now. Yeah, nah go. Big mama we a 10 pounds on a shape by bow. Competition against winning, start run now. Bleaching cream around the place now. Put them back and face back like snow. And let me stop with the green mean now. Let me hear you back like a car. That don't mean you for buy it up, you get it now. Eh, me not go. And you a double class with him have a foe. You person married, them get vote. Farmer plant seed, and have a plow. And the green leafy vegetable named Pop Chow. I cook some of that with some banana now. Eh, not go. Love them a style and Indian now. Lick two black like we blow blow. And the operator, pull it up now. Cause the lyrics of the style about no blow. Yeah, loans me not go. Right now with the moonlight. Them tune up wide.
Hey y'all.
Can't stop with I mean them the loans so. Better than the whole of them. I'm at the boss. Blow! Blow! Send a message to the Prime Minister and the Criminal Minister there. Come now! We have a free education right now. Better health system right now. Government for create real job right now. You to never stop walk and rob right now. I shut out no lot big gun right now. Too much innocent brother run right now. Holness from your commit crime right now. Forget sentence and do the time. Yo!
First reason that why we have to vote out the government, ladies and gentlemen, enough is enough. And we are going to the second reason right now. You understand, we're not playing a game today.
Hit him the budget. The budget. Labor right now the budget. Hit him the budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right now the budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Arrest strong asleep, him now I hear the budget. Flavored, I make a speech in the budget. Juliet cut her yaya for she in the budget. But flavored, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. But no boy, no girl in the budget. But flavored, a Mama P style, left it na man. Hang a try bill, your own slang. Them couldn't find bro God in the budget. When them did I read out the budget. Hey Jamaica come here, what I go. Now comes bro God get slim just like Mataran. Me said the man under pressure. Everywhere him turn him hear the people in the power. Every day, every minute, every hour. Jamaican who no come listen this. You know you say woman done still a wacky fist. And this man prouder when man beat him. And that him said when him he na the meat. Hit him the budget. The budget. Labor right now the budget. Hit him the budget. Tell you about the budget. Labor right now the budget. budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forest strong asleep, him now I hear the budget. Favored, I make a switch in the budget. Juliet Maria machine on the budget. Favored, why you them the budget? The budget. Labor right now the budget. Hit them the budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right now the budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forest strong asleep, him now I hear the budget. Favored, I make a switch in the budget. Juliet Maria machine on the budget. But favored, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. But no boy, no girl in the budget. But flavored, Mama P style, left it na man. Hunger try bill, your own slang. Them couldn't find bro God in the budget. When them did a read out the budget. Hey Jamaica, come here, what I go? Now comes bro God get slim just like Mataran. Me said the man under pressure. Every time hear the people in the power. Every day, every minute, every hour. Jamaica, who no come this so this. You know you say woman dance still about it is. And this man, bro, when man beat him. And that him say when him he na the beating. With them the budget. The budget. Labor right now the budget. The budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right now the budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forest strong asleep, him now I hear the budget. Favored, I make a switch in the budget. Juliet Maria machine in the budget. But flavored, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. But no boy, no girl in the budget. But flavored, Mama P style. Alright. Hit them the budget. The budget. Labor right now the budget. Hit them the budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right now the budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forest strong asleep, him now I hear the budget. Favored, I make a switch in the budget. Juliet Maria machine in the budget. But flavored, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. But no boy, no girl in the budget. But flavored, a Mama P style, left it na man. Hunger try bill, your own slang. Them couldn't find bro God in the budget. When them did a read out the budget. Hey Jamaica, come here, what I go? Now comes bro God get slim just like Mataran. Everywhere him turn him hear the people in the power. Every day, every minute, we need some milk. Who no come listen this? You know you say woman dance still about give it. And them man brother when man beat him. And that him say when they be in the meeting.
Easy. No joke. Next reason why we need to vote out that party, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to you, General.
To anger the United States of America. And the answer is this: we are not angering the United States of America. They are angering themselves. They are not going to tell me what relationship I have with Fidel Castro. We have that friendship with Cuba as part of a world alliance of third world nations that are fighting for justice for poor people in the world. And I tell you as the party leader, as long as this party is in power, we intend to walk through the world on our feet and not on our knees.
Why did you do it? Because it is a matter of principle. Because to me it is an absolute matter of principle, and it isn't negotiable, and it will never be, no matter what price is paid. It is not negotiable for me to believe that a small country has to determine its policy by reference to what some powerful neighbor feels.
This risk to anger the United States of America. And the answer is this: we are not angering the United States of America. They are angering themselves. They are not going to tell me what relationship I have with Fidel Castro. We have that friendship with Cuba as part of a world alliance of third world nations that are fighting for justice for poor people in the world. And I tell you as the party leader, as long as this party is in power, we intend to walk through the world on our feet and not on our knees.
Why did you do it? Because it is a matter of principle. Because to me it is an absolute matter of principle, and it isn't negotiable, and it will never be, no matter what price is paid. It is not negotiable for me to believe that a small country has to determine its policy by reference to what some powerful neighbor feels.
This risk to anger the United States of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the main reasons why this government in power right now should never be voted in ever again. Because you see, what has happened, ladies and gentlemen, is that the world the Caribbean has stood up. You see what the only female leader in the Caribbean spoke out about the situation with the stance that the United States took where the Cubans are concerned. Zane, and our government has been silent. We haven't heard anything from Andrew Holness or even Christopher Tufton. Well, I think we heard something, and we're going to get into that later on in the program. But we haven't heard a solidified stance. Why you think that is, ladies and gentlemen? Because these people do not care about you, the people. Look at the St. Vincent Prime Minister, right, that came the other day at Isaac Bvrfam in Portland. Listen to what he said about the doctors and the work that they're doing in his country, the Cuban doctors. And the man said, if I'm going to lose my visa, so be it. That is a leader with integrity. That is a leader for the people. And this Jamaican government is definitely not that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go to this article where Holness says the PNP must not return to power. JLP to undertake vote awareness campaign. Now, I want to ask the question here, ladies and gentlemen. Why should the PNP go return to power? And more importantly, why in the world would you want to vote for this Jamaica Labour Party ever again after 9 years? Right? What have they done to improve the lives of you, the Jamaican people? I'll go a step further. Who has benefited the most, ladies and gentlemen? Who has benefited the most from Andrew Holness being in power? It has been Andrew Holness. 28 bank account, properties galore, his wife is rich, wealthy, they're both wealthy, the sons don't have to work ever again in life. And where is your reality as the people of Jamaica? Where is your reality? I'm speaking to you that is listening to this right now. Share this live with everybody. Where are you in your reality after this man has been in power for 9 years? Listen to this nonsense from this article. There are many young people, some who have no knowledge or understanding of what happened before. Why it is important that we must never allow the PNP in power, he said, is the party meeting in St. Elizabeth Northeastern on Friday. St. Elizabeth Northeastern is represented by the JLP's Delroy Slowly. And he says he will be going up against PNP Zulika Jess. In his address, said he picked up from party workers at the meeting that already and reference to the general election that is due September. He said, but the JLP leader said there is some workers that the organization, there is some work that the organization has to do. Holness, whose party is seeking a historic third consecutive term in office, said the JLP will be pursuing an aggressive political education campaign to inform the voters of his administration achievement. We are going to be putting out the information every day and ad nausea. Repeat it, so that the voters can hear and understand, he said, urging the party workers to know your voters. Don't take it for granted that the people in your community are going to automatically get up and vote. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister, and I'm talking to all vloggers right now, I'm talking to everybody. This is an all hands on deck approach. You heard the Prime Minister. Repeat it. What does the Prime Minister have over we the people? Money. So they're going to use their funds to repeat it ad nausea, right? Ad nausea. So whatever lies they're going to manufacture, they will be sending it out to you, the people of Jamaica. Repeated. And this was prophesied by the prophet Jeffrey Shuttleworth. He prophesied that this year is going to be a year where you're going to see all types of creative ways to deceive people. And he never said it about just politically. He said it in all facets of our life because of the advent of AI. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't remember who I was watching, but they played a clip. I think it was Wayne Lonesome. And they played a clip, ladies and gentlemen, where they spliced up Dr. Dayton Campbell's voice, splice it up, and made the speech something that it was not. And I'm telling you, if you are not careful, you might watch that and say, my God, he really said that. But look at another reason why we cannot. Enough is enough, and nobody should ever vote for this Jamaica Labour Party ever again. Can't take any call now. Can't take any call now. This is not the time. Listen to this.
As it not going to work. It's not going to work. My wisdom warriors, I want to take a look at this.
Senator Morgan referenced the focus when we seek to create systems and processes, and he spoke to the fact that he wished our focus was not so much on corruption and preventing corruption as it were on preventing inefficiency.
Listen to me, man. Me I go play that again, because probably me ear wrong a while ago.
Wisdom warriors, I want to take a look at
this. Like up in live.
Reference the focus when we seek to create systems and processes, and he spoke to the fact that he wished our focus was not so much on corruption and preventing corruption as it were on preventing inefficiency.
Why wouldn't you want to focus on preventing corruption? Why wouldn't you want to focus on corruption? Why did this lady feel, and look who she's referencing. Miss, are you seriously referencing Marlon Morgan? That says a lot about you. And you're supposed to be what's his name? Bruce Golding's daughter. Mighty God of Daniel.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Dumb warriors, I want to take a look at this.
Senator Morgan referenced the focus when we seek to create systems and processes, and he spoke to the fact that he wished our focus was not so much on corruption and preventing corruption as it were on preventing inefficiency. And I want to join him in those remarks, because it is true that when we focus on creating a system that is resistant, or what is the word I would use, that can't succumb to corruption.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is embarrassing. It's clear that she didn't think about what she was saying before she actually said it, because she's talking nonsense, absolute nonsense. But let her continue.
We add levels in that system so that ordinary Jamaicans, ordinary business people, and I'm thinking particularly here of my favorite set of people in the country, the MSMEs, the micro and small and medium enterprises with whom I engage.
My wisdom.
No, I want to know what the SMEs them have to do with corruption or the efficiency of the system. The fact of the matter is, if you eradicate corruption, the SMEs or the MSMEs, they're going to get more productivity, because the people at the top won't be able to rob them.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason. You just heard a senator of the JLP, Bruce Golding's daughter, say that she is rocking with Marlon Morgan in his stance that the efficiency of systems is the focus that they need. What about making systems that efficiently stop corruption? Why would you want to not focus on stopping corruption but focus on efficiency? These people are getting paid all this money to come up here and talk foolishness.
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
When you see Mark Bolo, did you tell you,
So there's a way, and I'm just touching quickly on those things. I mean, there's a lot. I could speak on every area if I needed to, agriculture and many other things, but essentially we have a very difficult task ahead of us. But if Jamaica doesn't get a change of government now, I don't know what kind of state we're going to be, because we have a corrupt government.
Ladies and gentlemen, after that statement, you already know what time it is. Welcome to the platform. That is only the introduction, ladies and gentlemen. Please, I ask you to hit the like button because I'm trying to do this and get out the way today. Alright? I'm not trying to be on this thing here for no long time with y'all, to be honest with you. So I'm asking you to share the live. Let's get the room full so everybody can get this information, how it's disseminated, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's do it now, ladies and gentlemen. Mystic Sensation absolutely went off, right? And as the stalwart of the history, and this is where it's important. This is where it's important, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Please hit the like button. Mystic Sensation absolutely went off, in my opinion, and rightfully so. You hear, I showed you the article, and well, I read the article because I can't put it on the computer. I read it from my phone, where Andrew Holness now is pushing on a campaign to repeat it, and pretty much tell whatever story that they want to tell about the history of the PMP. Well, let us counter that and this is a charge to all vloggers. Let us counter that and tell the bold, honest truth with facts and evidence. And this is one of the major reasons why the Jamaica Labour Party should never be given the opportunity to ever again be government for this country, because we're gonna see that they really don't care about the benefit of the people, only themselves. Let's take a look at this, and then yes, I have to present the information, so I have to go back and then go forward so everybody can get the full context. Listen to this.
Never went any further, but it is my responsibility to remind this House and the country that the economic foundation that the country now enjoys was built by the People's National Party from 2012 to 2016. When we inherited our country's economic fundamentals were in a perilous state at the end of 2011 when the JP left office. And Mr. Speaker, the PMP undertook the very difficult task of rebuilding our international credibility, of re-establishing relationships with donor agencies, and doing the heavy lifting to put the country back on the right track. So the macroeconomic fundamentals that are bearing fruit, now that returns on the structural and tax reforms which were implemented have led to higher revenues. And Mr. Speaker, it is because of those tax reforms that we implemented which led to efficiencies in tax collections, which have seen tax collection increase over a significant period of time, and higher revenues for the government. So, Mr. Speaker, they can't claim paternity for fixing the economy. And if they try to claim paternity, we would call it a jacket. We would call it a jacket. And if you did the DNA, the DNA would say, I know them picnic, a PMP picnic. Mr. Speaker, we recall the years where the economy experienced 14 consecutive quarters of negative growth from 2007 to 10, only to achieve a mere 1.5% in 2011. So I was just surprised that the history lesson didn't go that far on Tuesday. It conveniently stopped.
Thank you.
Shame. The economic situation from 2007 to 2011 could just be described as dire, notwithstanding the fact that we had a global financial crisis. We did. But notwithstanding that. And yes, the government implemented fiscal responsibility framework and they rolled out a JDX program, which the IMF had required us to do. But Mr. Speaker, even with those, it did not solve the problem. The JLP abandoned and effectively ended the 27-month standby agreement that the country had. And let me just explain. Abandoned, not just failed a test, didn't take a test, just abandoned. And don't take my word for it. Let me quote Trevor Alain, the then IMF mission chief to Jamaica, who captured the severity of this period in an interview. And I quote, the JLP-led government, did it without consulting us. That's when I knew the program was in trouble. Mr. Speaker, as my friend Horace Daly would say, not even a WhatsApp or a text message they sent to the IMF. Abandoned the program. The collapse of the IMF program under the JLP's watch not only strained relations with the fund, but affected funding from other multilateral organizations. Following the IMF's decision, the World Bank, the IDB, and the EU withheld support. Mr. Speaker, the international financial community had turned its back on Jamaica. By 2012, late 2011, we were on the precipice of economic collapse. We didn't have access to the international financial markets. Public debt had soared to 134% of GDP. Our very survival as a nation was at stake. And I just want to share with you some statistics. The fiscal deficit at the end of 2011-12 was 6.2% of GDP. Wow. Inflation was at 7.3% by the end of 2011-12. And this is according to the government's fiscal policy paper. The Jamaican people, yearning for change, entrusted the responsibility of the country to the People's National Party. And in that period, we managed to negotiate a new IMF agreement with the support of our international allies, which provided a financial lifeline for Jamaica. But make no mistake, it was a painful negotiation. The IMF felt that we had to be taught a lesson because the level of trust had broke down. Dr. Peter Phillips, who could be considered the father of that fiscal transformation, in an article written in the Financial Times, said, "My first few weeks were spent in a dialogue of the deaf. There was a view that it would take a complete collapse to force Jamaica to change. My job was to convince the IMF that we were serious this time, but there was a big trust deficit. We were making no progress on our own in negotiating a deal with the IMF. The JLP had left a bitter taste in their mouth." The Financial Times published an article quoting an IMF insider, and this is what the IMF insider said when there were meetings with the IMF staff team and the Jamaican delegation. He said, "Has Jamaica crashed yet?" That is where we were at the end of 2011. It was Portia Simpson Miller who used her international financial capital, political capital, to get our friends in the Black Caucus in Congress to lobby the IMF so that we could renegotiate an agreement. Congresswoman Maxine Waters led a delegation, I believe it was on Christmas Eve, to the IMF, to the then Managing Director, Christine Lagarde, and basically pleaded the case of Jamaica, for Jamaica to be heard. And, Mr. Speaker, we had to undertake very difficult reforms. Some of those measures were painful. They involved raising taxes because we had to run a large fiscal surplus. But it was the passing of these tests, our adherence to fiscal discipline, and our efforts in reducing the debt that has handed the Labour Party the economy that they now enjoy.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, me I go give you a quick 30 seconds to the bridge, just call me a while, but I have an important message for you, Alright? We'll go back right, but we have to talk to the people and we do some
Hold on. What I call me tell Jamaica say, whether JLP or PNP, tell Marky G, tell the whole Senate, say Andrew Holness is trying to become a dictator over Jamaica to punish Jamaica people and make them become a slave for Andrew Holness because of the high way and find and the corruption Mark Golden, our exposing Mark Golden get it. He might try to create war. He want to become a dictator over Jamaica. Jamaica people don't wake up. Something wrong with the brother there. He realize him done. He want to become a dictator over one of Jamaica people. We don't vote out the boy, you know. We don't vote him out today. It's a trouble for you know. Dictator the boy want to become, you know, somebody come talk about PNP shouldn't allow back in power. And which people are going to say that if you really run a fair election, you shouldn't be saying that. is because the PNP want to build schools and hospitals and they want to break it down to make sure all the dead. Yo, Bolo, me gone here, man. Burn out the dictatorship out of Jamaica because that boy didn't have nothing about him in a punk. Understand the Samoa agreement, you know, I go see. All right, my brother, love you, sir.
Love.
Rastafari.
Yes, sir.
Every time.
Out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything.
Congresswoman Maxine Waters led a delegation, I believe it was on Christmas Eve, to the IMF, to the then Managing Director, Christine Lagarde, and basically pleaded the case of Jamaica, for Jamaica to be heard. And, Mr. Speaker, we had to undertake very difficult reforms. Some of those measures were painful. They involved raising taxes because we had to run a large fiscal surplus. But it was the passing of these tests, our adherence to fiscal discipline, and our efforts in reducing the debt that has handed the Labour Party the economy that they now enjoy. So, Mr. Speaker, when I listened to the history lesson on Tuesday, I wondered why the history lesson didn't go all the way up there. Didn't go all the way up there.
All right, if you don't think a lie, Mattel, I'm going to show you this. Talk to them, Mystic. I'm going to give credit where credit is due now.
But apart from that,
he presented a real budget.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Apart from that, I have the documentation to back up what Julian Robinson said. And everything. This is the thing. Whenever the People's National Party, members of parliament, right, speak, they speak with what we call tangible evidence, tangible facts, right? And show them everything that Julian Robinson said. We are going to back up tonight with the facts, right? To show you that the man rich in material, rich in presentation. Here's some people that ask the PNP policies, you know, but they don't understand, say, listen, PNP have the policies so rich, and when they pour out, I hope them can take it, you know. I hope them can take it. No, we can't give it to them now because we know a few months left before we kick them out, you know. So we can't give it to them now. So even if they take it, the people them go say a PNP policy that give a PNP the policy. You understand? So them can't do nothing with it right now. Now let us get into the opposition spokesman on finance, Julian Robinson.
You want the document?
Yes. Let us get into that in terms of, and we are going to show some facts with that. Start facts. Because when you come over here, you understand, we not just speak and don't make you satisfied when you're leaving, you know. We give service over here. Remember, we have some excellent customer service agents, you know. We have Melting Pot and we have Pastor Ricky. Excellent customer service agent, and we are here to work for the people. Now, look at this. Holness and its Jamaica Labour Party government cannot claim paternity for fixing the Jamaican economy. And time we hear them jump up in a parliament, you know. Mike, my name, Nigel Clark. Because if its policy bring Jamaica out of the economic abyss. State opposition spokesman and finance and the public service, Julian Robinson. If they try, they will be getting a jacket. Robinson declared Tuesday during his contribution to the 25 and 2026 budget. Okay, take it away, honey. Let us look at the image why Julian Robinson would have said that. And let us show the world that what Julian Robinson had said, right? He made that statement based on concrete facts. So what Mystic Sensation had done, Mystic Sensation want to know that we get to our electorate, pass on the information and said, okay, what Julian Robinson said, don't watch the JLP beating their destiny. That's all them do. That's beat this and thief. What did Jamaican Labour Party good for? Beat this and thief.
Stealing.
Right, that is their mandate. What is the Jamaican Labour Party mandate? Beat this and thief. Now, let us look at the facts. You know, shall we go for the facts, people? Let me tell you where we go for the facts. You know? Because I'm very political strategic. I'm a very, strategist in the politics. You know? And I'm quite strategical. So I go to nationwide. For information. talk to me.
The man gone nationwide for the information.
Funny, honey.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have over 140 of you watching. Please hit the like button.
God, that
Please
is funny.
hit the like button so the video can get out in the algorithm and the message and the information and the facts can go out to other people. Do not be selfish, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue.
Because I over 15 place, me go and get the truth, you know. Him don't even talk to me. So I could go over nationwide. And you, me make sure that me no go on the cleaner because me here warming ten of the cleaner, so the cleaner they go on like them the pump PNP side. So me say
Embarrassing.
make sure so what I am giving the people facts. You know what? Let me go over nationwide and get it. You understand? That means that any person I go on, they have to control themselves. Alright.
Yeah, man.
Go over nationwide. Jamaica passes 8 IMF tests, right, nationwide. Make it go over nationwide. You take the man tonight.
Yeah.
Now, here's the evidence. And so when Julian Robinson saying that the JLP cannot claim paternity for fixing the economy, this is the reason why Julian Robinson is saying that Jamaica passes 8 IMF tests posted by who? Abkafits Elino.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go right to that article so you can see it even clearer while Mr. Mystic Sensation is speaking, alright? Let's go. Because I'm not playing a game today, no. We're up on rock and roll today, no. Alright?
Abkafits Elino, 16th of June 2015, no people. The Executive Board of the International Monetary Fund has confirmed that Jamaica has passed the 8 consecutive tests under the 4-year extended fund facility program. This development means the IMF will disburse a $40 million to Jamaica. In a press release issued this morning, the IMF is also lauding plans, you hear that people? Lauding plans by the Simpson-Miller administration to achieve what? Sustained economic growth. When you hear that people? The IMF is lauding plans by the Simpson-Miller administration to achieve sustained economic growth. The Finance Minister, Dr. Peter Phillips, announced last week that he expects a positive review from the fund today. More good news for the country's economy. An executive summary posted this morning on the website of the IMF stated all performance criteria have been met by Jamaica. And you hear that, people? The only exception being the primary surplus balance, which was narrowly missed. Now, according to Washington-based multilateral, the potential for the Jamaican economy to grow in a substantial way is gradually improving. Right? Gradually improving. So when Nigel Clark attack and run off his mouth, Nigel Clark need to say that he get a wonderful economy handed over to him by Portia Simpson, where he simply carry on the policy, right, to make sure that Jamaica stay on a positive path. The prospect for crucial investment being secured. Now, the IMF statement is projecting that the country's economy will grow by about 2% this fiscal year, that is 2015 in a people. According to the IMF, this prediction is buffered by the effect that the full year impact of lower oil prices and improvement from last year's drought are beginning to materialize. An improvement in the business climate is also being noted. We are talking to the electorate tonight, you know, because for one, the electorate understand the difference between the People's National Party and the Jamaican Labour Party. The fund said reduced oil prices are expected to send inflation down faster than previously anticipated. Now people don't see the inflation on our face now.
It's 9:15. How am I already underwater?
I'm in the same boat.
I'm in an actual boat.
I thought Grammarly just...
And in 2015, this, you know, where the purchasing power was powerful, you know, and where the $6,000 minimum wage could have buy a lot of things. When you see the $15,000 under the Jamaican Labour Party can't buy nothing.
Embarrassing.
Weak. Full marks are also being given to the Simpson-Miller administration for the implementation of its economic reform agenda. Here people, here's the evidence that it is the Portia-Simpson administration who had done the economic reform agenda, not the Jamaica Labour Party. So please, I want the entire Jamaica to listen to this, hear this. It is not the Jamaica Labour Party who has came up with that implementation of economic reform agenda. So when Andrew Holness is talking about economic reform, this and all of that, he is carrying out the policy of Portia-Simpson administration, right? Which the IMF says remains in what? Good standing. We are beaten teach them tonight, you know. Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips and his technocrats have been consistently criticized by the Parliament opposition for failing to craft and implement a credible plan to grow Jamaica economy in a significant way. When you hear how them deceive, them labor rights are deceitful. Now after Portia-Simpson are going so well, hear them with them nasty politics. Finance Minister Dr. Phillips and his technocrats have been consistently, you know, criticized by who? The parliamentary opposition, that are the GLP at the time, you know, for failing to craft and implement a credible plan to grow Jamaica economy in a significant way. Now, let me ask Andrew Holness now. 9 years with the economy, and now, where it is today, -5, failing 3 consecutive quarters, putting the country in a recession. This is what I say yesterday, Andrew Holness. Here you criticize the People's National Party right here in the paragraph, you know. Here you Andrew Holness. Wanna come show the labor right then. Peter, Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips and his technocrats have been consistently criticized by the parliamentary opposition for failing to craft and implement a credible plan to grow Jamaica economy in a significant way. Now, what happened to you now? What happened to you now, Andrew Holness? Eh? What happened to you now? Eh? In a Portia-Simpson time, right? And the amount of money we're missing? Did you have $3 trillion unaccounted for in a Portia-Simpson time? May I tell you, you're all criminal. All criminal. But the IMF disagree. When you hear people, but the IMF disagree, the IMF say, shut up on the mouth. All of them good for propaganda. Please tell me, I'm not telling no lie. Let me read it and the people get what the paragraph has said. Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips and his technocrats have been consistently criticized by the liar parliamentary opposition for failing to craft and implement credible plan to grow Jamaica economy in significant way. You know what the IMF said? But the IMF disagree. The IMF said, shut up on the mouth, you know, damn liar, you know, propagandists. In the statement today, the Washington-based multilateral said authorities in Jamaica have produced a comprehensive strategy. Take it away, let me feel proud. Come to the IMF for back with.
Very proud of that performance, man.
You understand what I say? And them gone shrink the people them. Show the people them clerks.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you debunk the lies that are told by the Jamaica Labour Party. So whatever the JLP comes out and says, after this, you understand it is not true. They are lying to you, the people of Jamaica, and you should not allow them to lie to you without letting them know that you know that they are lying. You should put it in their face that you are knowledgeable now. Share this with everybody, not just comrades, all Jamaicans. Everybody, it is time to free the minds of the people, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. The IMF disagrees with, it says, Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips and his technocrats have been consistently criticized by the parliamentary opposition for failing to craft and implement a credible plan to grow Jamaica's economy in a significant way. And the IMF disagrees. But ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Holness has got 9 years, 10 years to craft and implement a credible plan to grow the Jamaican economy in a significant way. And I ask you the question, are we not in a recession right now, ladies and gentlemen? Do I need to go and find the clip on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen, where Mr. Hassan is simply worried, terrified, frightened of what is happening, ladies and gentlemen? I am going to find the clip, ladies and gentlemen.
What I will comment on is that right now, as it stands in the Jamaican economy, the economy is struggling. It's probably the worst I've seen in the 30-odd years I've been in business. The buying power is the weakest, and government needs to find ways to, catalyze the economy to be able to grow. We tried our best a few years ago, and Jamaica started to see growth. But right now, they've done so many things to stagnate the industry. Interest rates need to come down quickly. The Bank of Jamaica needs to come out of their tunnel vision and start thinking out of the box to manage the economy, because right now, it's in a very stagnant stage and actually in a dying stage. And it is actually quite frightening what is happening out there. When you speak to business people, people are saying they're seeing anyway in a 50% down in terms of sales, their retail trade, and every expense is going up. Their rental rates that they're paying to rent these shops and stores is going up. The light bill consistently is up. You know, it's a tough world out there, yes, but we can do things to make it a little easier for our people in this country. So the minister and the government has a lot to do, and the Bank of Jamaica and our commercial banks, to try and stimulate this economy, because if they don't start doing something now, the economy is going to start fumbling and they're going to be in big trouble.
I want you to expand on that a little bit more for me, Mr. Azan, because it's good to hear your views on that, because the
economy is going to start fumbling and they're going to be in big trouble.
I want you to expand on that a little bit more for me, Mr. Azan, because it's good to hear your views on that, because the data is suggesting, and we hear the government talk a lot about economic growth and inclusiveness. It talks about business confidence is at an all-time high. We know of unemployment rate, the best that it has been. Is it that the manufacturers are not seeing all of that? What exactly is happening? Why is there a dissonance between the two?
There are one or two businesses that may be seeing some growth, but I tell you, the general economy is struggling out there. The real estate side of things, the building, the construction side of things is slowing. Interest rates has played a major part in doing that. And the business side, the manufacturing side is struggling. And we need to find ways to stimulate back this economy, because what we've done over the years and tried to build it back, coming from where we're coming from, I think what we've done in terms of managing this inflationary issue, I think we've gone about it possibly in a little different way that we could do something, but it is creating a havoc in the economy right now. Buying power is the weakest that I have seen in all my years of doing business. I'm not just speaking from my own business, but generally because I sit on other boards, it is very weak, and it is actually a little frightening for me when I am looking out there and seeing what's happening in the economy out there. So we need to find ways of trying to find ways. The Bank of Jamaica needs to come out. Commercial banks need to start doing things to stimulate stuff, because you're going to find ourselves in a real pickle if we don't do something quickly.
We know the issue of the interest rates and the adjustment by the bank.
So that is somebody of major importance when it comes on to the economy. 32 years of experience, and those 32 years including the years that PNP, Portia Simpson Miller, was in power. And he's saying, how you doing, Nehru? Big up to Darren. Alright? So let's go on more in the article. It says, a comprehensive outline has been also provided by Simpson Miller administration regarding plans to tackle the need for macroeconomic stability and strategic investment which promote job creation. Meantime, the IMF says while the dangers facing the IMF program are slowly being reduced, they remain high. The IMF says in the absence of strong economic activity, social support for demanding program may falter. It says external financial flows could be affected by external shocks, notably higher U.S. interest rates or changes in the Petro-Carib flows. I believe this affected us. This right here, the high interest rates. The inflation is too high now. And the Jamaica Labour Party has really done nothing to really quell that. You understand? So, man, listen. Let me see if this article is saying the same thing. 8 IMF tests pass. Jamaica has passed that. But Miss Rama Christian says the country was granted a waiver for missing the target dollar amount for primary surplus target. Okay, I guess Orville Burke was there and files this report. This is the shorter version. So the previous one was the, let me see. Jamaica has passed 8 IMF tests. That's according to the new IMF head of mission of Jamaica, Miss Yuma Ramar Krishna. But Miss Ramar Krishna says the country was granted a waiver for missing the target dollar amount for the primary surplus target. The disclosure was made at a joint IMF Minister of Finance press briefing in Kingston this morning, and Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips says although Jamaica has successfully completed 8 reviews under the program so far, challenges remain. So ladies and gentlemen, the Jamaica Labour Party had us in such a pickle that even after passing those 8 IMF tests straight, we still were in limbo. We still had a lot of work to do. This is the reason why. And pick up Mr. Sensation. Make sure you go over there and go subscribe. This is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, the Jamaica Labour Party should be rejected. They absolutely should be rejected. You understand? One of the main reasons for them as a party, and some of the individuals that were actually a part of that administration still remain today. Ardisha is there. He was the finance minister. They are the ones that did that. They abandoned the program, lost trust in the IMF. I mean, what kind of irresponsible behavior is that? As a matter of fact, I'll go a step further to say, was that what they intended to do? I'm asking the question. Were they intending to destroy Jamaica in that instance? Didn't they know that messing with the IMF like that in terms of those agreements would put us, the Jamaican people, into a dangerous situation? Was that their intention? Right? Jamaica in serious recession, and that is the reality. In such abominable to downplay honesty. The CEO is right, but some people are still denying facts. Exactly, Onel Smith. That is another thing. The Jamaica Labour Party seems to encourage lying to us, the people, or not telling us the full truth. That is a whole nother reason why, ladies and gentlemen, we should reject these people. Absolutely reject them. You understand? But let's continue on to the next one. Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all coming sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support. The like button is free, heard? Absolutely free, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go to the next presentation that I have right here. Alright. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, to me, has gone to a new low, an absolute new low in what he's actually doing. You know that the future Minister of Finance, Mr. Julian Robinson, came out and gave an excellent budget presentation on Thursday. And here I want to share with you one of the responses from the current leader of Jamaica, not for too long. Current leader of Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen. Let us listen to this.
Not even 24 hours after the opposition promised that Jamaicans aged 65 and older will have their water bills capped at a flat rate if the People's National Party forms the next government, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has sprinkled mud in the political waters. He has labelled the promise as wishful thinking and suggested that in an attempt to cut expenses for seniors, the National Water Commission (NWC) would indirectly face more expenses.
It sounds very good. Indeed, I like it. That we must give a flat rate to pensioners. It sounds good. And I'm sure every pensioner would immediately say, yes, this is something that we should do.
Opposition spokesman on finance Julian Robinson made the announcement on Thursday during his contribution to the 2025-2026 budget debate in Parliament. But here's Mr. Holness's contention.
I heard some wishful thinking being applied. While you may get the benefit and believe it's free to you, it costs somebody else. So politicians must be very careful how they give benefits that redistribute equity in the society.
Based on living conditions, Mr. Holness also raised questions about determining who are actually pensioners.
You have the list of pensioners from government, or are we also going to give pensioners who worked in the private sector? That wasn't quite clear as to how they would do it, but let's say we knew who are all the pensioners. But how do you treat with the question of someone who will freeload on the benefit? Meaning that someone is a pensioner, they have a house, they rent out the house. Who should get the benefit?
He said there's a cloud of uncertainty as to whether the pensioner would get the benefit or the people who live on the pensioner's property.
What you end up doing is siphoning off essentially a lot of revenues from the NWC in trying to assist the pensioners, but you will also be assisting, in quotation mark, persons who are not pensioners as well.
Mr. Holness is expected to make his contribution to the budget debate next week. Ramarda Lyons, TVJ News.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Ladies and gentlemen, pensioners getting a flat rate. The Prime Minister has a problem with pensioners getting a flat rate. But the Prime Minister does not have a problem with advocating for the members of Parliament to get a 200 to 300% increase on their money.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
In the Zara Burke interview, it was said, and well, not said, but shown and proven that property taxes, based off their investigation calling into the tax office, were not paid by this man that had so much money, but he's worried about pensioners getting a flat rate.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
This man has zero care, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, Myrtle? Sassy 81, big up yourself, love. 1 second. I think we need to listen to that again. Hold on.
Pensioner, they have a house, they rent out the house. Who should get the benefit?
He said there's a cloud of uncertainty as to whether the pensioner would get the benefit or the people who live on the pensioner's property.
What you end up doing is siphoning off, essentially, a lot of revenues from the NWC in trying to assist the pensioners, but you will also be assisting, in quotation mark, persons who are not pensioners as well.
So, ladies and gentlemen, his argument is that pensioners would be benefiting, but not just them. And I have to say, so what? Are those people not Jamaicans? What the hell is this? Jamaican people don't necessarily that money are a wicked man. Don't necessarily brother is a wicked man. Right? If the pensioners benefit, mean that the people around them is going to benefit. The people around them are also Jamaicans. Right? And the PMP did not disclose their full plan, right? For obvious reasons. Because them people love thief people ideas. Even though their own budget, then thief them and Crawford ideas. Right? What is this?
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
So in the conference that they did in November or October, they mentioned something about light bills and to help the people and something similar. So I really don't understand when they do something for the people in their plans that could be considered, helping the people and trying to ease the burden. It is a good plan, but when the PMP puts it out, he's worried about other people actually benefiting from that plan around the pensioners benefiting from it. We need to really understand what just happened here, ladies and gentlemen. The Prime Minister literally does not make any sense in this instance. And he has exposed himself, right, to be an uncaring Prime Minister. He does not care about the welfare of the people. How can you argue about helping the pensioners? The pensioners are the older people. They need as much help as they can get. Especially, they are like a newborn baby. The pensioners are like a newborn baby. You can tell a lot about a country and a government the way how they treat their children and how they treat their elders. This is sad, man.
Holness is expected to make his contribution to the budget debate next week.
This is absolutely sad. I'm going to play
Not even 24 hours after the opposition promised that Jamaicans aged 65 and older will have their water bills capped at a flat rate if the People's National Party forms the next government, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has sprinkled mud in the political waters. He has labelled the promise as wishful thinking and suggested that in an attempt to cut expenses for seniors, the
only reason why it's wishful thinking is because he doesn't know how it's going to work. He doesn't know how it's going to work. His mind doesn't have the capacity or the competence to figure it out. You understand?
National Water Commission NWC would indirectly face more expenses.
It sounds very good. Indeed, I like it. That we must give a flat rate to pensioners. It sounds good.
How does it sound good and you like it, but now you have an opposition to it? Somebody please make that make sense.
And I'm sure every pensioner would immediately say, yes, this is something that we should do.
Opposition spokesman on finance Julian Robinson made the announcement on Thursday during his contribution to the 2025-2026 budget debate in Parliament. But here's Mr. Holness's contention.
I heard some wishful thinking being applied. While you may get the benefit and believe it's free to you, it costs somebody else. So politicians must be very careful how they give benefits that redistribute equity in the society.
Based on living conditions, Mr. Holness also raised questions about determining who are actually pensioners.
You have the list of pensioners from government, or are we also going to give pensioners who worked in the private sector? That wasn't quite clear as to how they would do it, but let's say we knew who are all the pensioners. But how do you treat with the question of someone who will freeload on the benefit? Meaning that someone is a pensioner, they have a house, they rent out the house. Who should get the benefit?
He said there's a cloud of uncertainty.
So, I want the pensioners out there to understand that Andrew Holness is worried about pensioners using the benefit, renting out the house, and then making money from that for themselves. I really want you guys to understand that, This man is worried about the pensioners using the benefit that they've been given from the People's National Party plan for the pensioners to actually rent out one part of their house or their house, right? And earning some money from that. I am so... this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
God, no, this have to come to an end. This have to come to an end.
Then double rich, then triple rich, all of them a millionaire teacher. That's why yesterday have too much big talk. That's why yesterday I shoot them one another, so I shoot them one another. So I go for the Portmore people, them and I demand them to change up boundary for them stay that power. But it can't work. It can't work. There is no way Portmore can be a parish and they do have nothing at all. And the people don't even stand. Let me tell you something. This can't work, government. Andrew, you have to take this. When I say you have to take back this, you have to take back this.
Seriously, man. Seriously, I am flabbergasted. I am flabbergasted, ladies and gentlemen. But I want you to hear, and big up Andre Stevenson, and big up Ishmael and Isaac. I want to listen to their response to this. Him not have no shame for true, Evan. Him don't have no shame. Honestly, the Jamaican government is out of touch with reality. Flaws in flat rate is the right mechanism. And its innovation solution, it's an innovative solution that is welcome news. And this is true. Like this man is wicked, man.
You bad mind.
Listen, no. Let me tell you something. It's difficult to think aloud when your nose big, you just show say he's a jackass, Let me tell you something. A simple fix. The same way pensioners are property owners. The water bill has always, from the beginning of time, attached to the property owner. He only thinks like that because he has multiple properties.
Hey!
No.
Difficult to think alone.
Contribution to the budget.
You
bad mind.
Listen, no. Let me tell you something. It's difficult to think aloud when your nose big, You just show say he's a jackass, Let me tell you something. A simple fix. The same way pensioners are property owners. The water bill has always, from the beginning of time, attached to the property owner.
Embarrassing. Give me some milk.
So you see, this is why these guys get the big bucks. Isaac Buchanan just totally destroyed the rebuttal of Andrew Holness, where the pensioners flat rate for their water is concerned. He's worried about freeloading, but like the man just stated, the property is attached to the water bill.
Embarrassing. Give me some milk.
Oh my God, bro. Yes, sir. Wow.
Emotional damage.
Let's go back and listen that again. Mighty God.
Ramar the Lions, TVJ News.
Yo, you listen, no. Let me tell you something. It's difficult to think aloud when your nose big, you know. you just show say he's a jackass, you know. Let me tell you something. A simple fix. The same way pensioners are property owners. The water bill has always, from the beginning of time, attached to the property owner. He only thinks like that because he has multiple properties. Hey! He only thinks like that. Ball out! He is incapable of understanding that the same pensioners have to pay land tax. So he has no concept of what equity is. If you are splitting equity, if you have compassion and empathy for the elderly and they have property, it's a simple fix. Just like how when a man and a woman are married and they're going through a divorce and they have property distribution through the property legislation, PROSA, that's what they call it. The family home is identified as the place where you ordinarily reside. So people like the Prime Minister and his wife who have the whole of Lee's flat and the whole of Beverly Hills Corner and the whole of Ochi and the whole of Bernard Lodge. Yeah, it wouldn't apply to them when they soon become pensioners because they have to find the family home, and the family home don't include nobody from Manchester, so the benefit wouldn't go to the freeloaders. You understand? The benefit don't go to the Manchester people. The benefit would be left to the people who are in the pensioners and the identification of where the family home is. And so that particular home would be flagged and tagged, and people ought not to worry about how much grandkids and how much people live where, because they are the same people that foster the whole garrison politics. So he also has in his mind the family yard debacle, and because he don't like young people, because he order shoot to kill and ask questions later, and him and the Minister of Security, that is how they think about black people. He's worried about freeloaders. Well, if my granny live with me and I have to change or depends, why is he worried whether I get some free water?
Exactly. 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 Thank you very much.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from.
Say enough of this man now. Thank you, Isaac Buchanan. And he made such an excellent point about them fostering the garrison type of vibe. In a garrison, everybody live with them one another. So people in a garrison, only no sister on the Prime Minister, no want to get no freeloading as him call it. He's worried about you living with this person and that person, and all of you I get water at a flat rate, and you now go pay one bunch of money for the water bill. And that's him I worry about. Yes. Him I worry about the people who live with their grandparents. Like all them, your granny take care of the little picking them, our daughter picking them, our son picking them. Him I worry about last some where they last some Andrew Holness I worry about you. I live at Chilani with your grand picking them, and your grand picking them I go to school, and them I bathe with the water. And them a cook with the water and you get one flat rate. Andrew Holness I worry about you. I get flat rate and other people are benefit from it. Him a worry about you rent one part of your house and I make money off of it while I get a flat rate for your water. That Andrew Holness a worry about. Meanwhile, him have 28 bank account and I look for third term if you go get 28 more. Right? So I think that's what my call me. That's my thing. Turn on that last one. Turn on that. Turn on that. Turn on that. Turn off that last one. Turn off that.
I don't study my worry about him.
Me say.
Don't worry about him.
Me say the man
I
not
get
easy.
Me have the amount of tank we have connected to the pipe in my house. We don't want no flat rate water to use.
But it's not even it's not his idea. It's the PM and him try come shit on it.
Look here, you see a bad mind. I be the man that say no bad mind. The mind no good.
Bad mind smarty in Jamaica. And I talk about people bad mind.
We depend on other phone and listen to you first, but for some reason we can't comment. We don't know what happened.
You know, sir, come like them sabotage me because
man, we did a good time now. I listen you, but we can't comment.
I have been looking at my chat and I'm saying this is not normal. What is going on with my chat? I don't have any moderators, you know. So nobody can block you, you know, and me alone can block people. And I've been looking at my chat and I've been saying, how me have so much people watch me? And them not comment.
Me thumbs up the live and all of that, but me can't comment.
Yes.
Can't comment all the time. Me try now. Now space now come up in the comments. So me say that me go and listen so as me hear me name call now. Me say alright.
Me glad say you call me. Because me have now.
The man, the mind too bad, man. Anything you see, I know him come up with that. That's why you hear my killer piece of PNP have no idea because he want them to run with. Until they never give me to run with, them come late out themselves.
Yes. All the ideas sound good and him like it, but him have this problem.
But at the same time, he still have a grudge I carry for it.
My God, what a wicked guy, man.
Man, I'm sick in my head, man. I'm mental patient that day.
Hey, listen to me. I'm not call down upon nobody, you know, but me I tell you.
He already pronounced it on himself.
Me I watch him because me remember what Prophet said about this a year specifically. Prophet Pastor Peter Chambers. So me I watch him. Me I go and watch him.
Make him scared. And in the name of Jesus that the plan will come true.
Oh, you mean? Yeah. Tell you, but Frank God declared that so you go.
It can't come true, brother. It can't come true. So he can see the worry himself. You can imagine now, you went to place and who did they use water at flat rate? How that affect him? When the taxpayer money at pay, enough for him.
Excellent point. So it's like, you know, this guy really, in mind, is something wrong with him, you know?
Yeah, man, that, but me, I tell you.
Something wrong. So he might live lavish. He might live lavish. The Jamaican people we are in a recession and we can't hardly find food to eat. We can't hardly pay we bill them. And as a relief, you're worrying about freeloaders. And you're not creating an opportunity for the youth. Them only not even take care of the education system.
And look how much you get people and people them within a work for.
Me say, I titled this video, this is the reason why Andrew Holness government should never be voted in ever again. And enough is enough, man.
Then they are coming up, man.
Enough is enough. Yeah. This is ridiculous. Right? And people, you have 200 other now watch and only 96 likes. I really don't understand why. It's free, no? It is free, ladies and gentlemen. You're not donate to the platform. Right? It is free to hit the like button. Jesus.
And just me. Even though I can't get to comment, me thumbs up same way.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Seriously.
Me, man.
Do better than that, people. Do better than that. We should have at least 180 likes by now. Me they on for how long now? 1 hour. I will now watch me for 1 hour. I will hit the like button. That's crazy. Hit the like button, man. So we can get the algorithm out to the video and people them sharing the video and so forth. I really don't know this guy, man. This guy is something else. Last one, him really in the power next level.
Remember one time when we are talking about something, you know, I say, madman that man. My brother say, I try to get him point across, but this is now getting point across. Madman that. Madman that man.
All right.
Why you madman operate like that?
I'm going to tell you. My Sunday dinner tomorrow still, you know.
Lord Jesus, and a big sitting tomorrow, you know, master, because we have a big game playing tomorrow, domino, bingo, and Ludi, all kind of thing. People come. Yeah, because
me name broke me come in your yard. Cause that sound like a ball game.
Me soon cut, man, so me enjoy myself with my friend them.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, man.
That would have been even more the reason for me to look feel like you're soon gone.
Not you.
Should I tell me I want to pull one money from 1 month ago? For come, cause you know the ball game going sufferation serious in a place. I have a plan for these things.
Season me there, do some seasoning up and do some cleaning up and all of that for morning.
Alright, I'll get back to the clip.
Yeah, man. Alright, me there, listen to you.
Alright, and watch out now. Turn off your phone and turn your hand back and then go up on the YouTube and see if you can type. You understand?
Okay, right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Refresh it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, man, cool.
Yeah, man, hang up.
All garrison politics. So he
will go back some more.
Pensioners and the fit with the minister, a man and a woman and the same pension.
TVJ News.
You see, listen, no. Let me tell you something. It's difficult to think aloud when your nose big, you know. you just show say he's a jackass, you know. Let me tell you something. A simple fix. The same way.
How the man call the Prime Minister a jackass. Hey, I think that is a fitting description. What say you, ladies and gentlemen?
That is funny.
No, seriously. What say you?
That's funny. Oh my god, that is funny.
No, because it is ridiculous. I have to tell you, Julian Robinson did such an excellent job that the Prime Minister had. Julian Robinson did such an excellent job in his presentation, ladies and gentlemen, that the Prime Minister only could grasp at straws. No, what you know? The Prime Minister only could grasp at straws. This is literally a straw man argument, you know? Literally. But let's hear more of what the bridging them have to say. Oh, what going on, sir?
Pensioners are property owners. The water bill has always, from the beginning of time, attached to the property owner.
Big up.
He only thinks like that because he has multiple properties.
Hey!
He only thinks like that. He is incapable of understanding that the same pensioners have to pay land tax.
Yo, you imagine Andrew Holness is so rich that he has forgotten where he's coming from. Hey, me tell you, man. Me hear the prophet them mention Nebuchadnezzar, You see pride, ego, and just full of shit. Yeah, man, I him that. Elga, what's going on? Bad mind worse than Obia. Talk truth.
So he has no concept of what equity is. If you are splitting equity, if you have compassion and empathy for the elderly and they have property, it's a simple fix. Just like how when a man and a woman are married and they're going through a divorce and they have property distribution through the property legislation, PROSA, that's what they call it. The family home is identified as the place where you ordinarily reside. So people like the Prime Minister and his wife who have the whole of Lee's flat and the whole of Beverly Hills Corner and the whole of Ochi and the whole of Bernard Lodge. Yeah, it wouldn't apply to them when them soon become pensioners because you have to find the family home and the family home don't include nobody from Manchester, so the benefit wouldn't go to the freeloaders. You understand? The benefit don't go to the Manchester people. The benefit would be...
Ladies and gentlemen, uno please enlighten me. Who they are Manchester? That sound like a shot was fired based off of how Andre Stevens react. Yeah, shots were fired. I look at Ishmael face. Yeah man, shots were fired. Is who live in Manchester? Who connected to the Prime Minister that lives in Manchester?
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election.
Left to the people who are in the pensioners and the identification of where the family home is. And so that particular home would be flagged and tagged, and people ought not to worry about how much grandkids and how much people live where. Because they are...
Oh, and the girl with the Prime Minister alleged to be involved in a relationship with when they're in a parliament. Mighty God. No, sir.
Emotional damage.
People don't have to know some mean really subverse on all of the passa and the things that we want with this Prime Minister. Recently, we start really cover these things, you know. Very interesting.
The same people that foster the whole garrison politics. So he also has in his mind the family yard debacle, and because he don't like young people, because he order shoot to kill and ask questions later, and him and the Minister of Security, that is how they think about black people. He's worried about freeloaders. Well, if my granny live with me and I have to change her, depends. Why is he worried whether I get some free water off of my granny after she works so hard in life? That man is a wicked man. Mash down that.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament.
We need some milk.
Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
But so I have a question.
You know, it's people who have thief in scammer mind always think about these kind of skullduggeries that they might assume that people going to. People were think about it, Jamaica.
Never question though, seriously.
Right. Yeah, what question?
If the economy did that do so well, why you worry about the little benefit to the pension and them gonna get?
Ding. If we are living in the era of prosperity, as this man says, under his leadership, why is he worried about pensioners getting some extra benefits that other people would be benefiting from as well? Why him so worried about that if we are in such a prosperous economy and everything is flourishing and we're doing so? Why him so worried about every little nitty-gritty? Him sound like one government where scrape for cash. People, that was an excellent question by Ishmael.
If the economy did that do so well, why you worry about the little benefit to the pension and them gonna get and who go pay for it? The economy are do well.
But then what I'm saying to myself, And him what day you give how much amnesty pan water and water what day. So somebody now figure still pay for it.
No, but the water amnesty was also to help and cushion the multiple property owners, especially when you build a big building and the wall of the water where use up. You just liquid a water amnesty so you don't have to pay the $2 million where you owe water because you did a big building and end up in a court battle. The water amnesty is always for them and them friends. It's not for the common man.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
So what I'm hearing from Isaac, and him a the liar, you know, so I want to sue him because him say not my word. The amnesty. 1 second. The amnesty that he gave, as Andre said, did not benefit the regular man. It benefited the multiple property owners like him and his wife. Because you know them big in a real estate, you know. Right? And them a control real estate in this place right now as far as me see. Allegedly. It appears to be. Right? Them very involved in a real estate. Yes? So that amnesty really benefited them and other people that is in that same field. But as soon as the small man get some quote unquote amnesty, this prime minister and this government is worried about freeloaders. Wow. So who pay for film amnesty? The millions of dollars there and them the other people. Who pay for that? Wow.
Let me tell you something. Man. If you don't understand it because your finance minister cannot think behind $2,000 at 3 years to be equal $72,000, just don't comment. Julian Robinson's idea that was organized and thought of from people with competence in the People's National Party. Obviously, we're not going to give you the whole plan because you're going to try and roll it out.
You know what? That's true.
We don't say it's not a good idea. You just never tell us how it going to work. And he does not understand what equity is because right now, JPS, from before the private sector owned JPS, the people uptown pay for the people with teeth light.
That's true.
And Water Commission has something called a smart meter. So even where it comes to fixed water, a flat rate for pensioners, it is obviously that there can think that there will be things in place to show that multiple usage or whatever is something that we can think about. The man is he's just politicizing a very good idea because his side, like always, if them not teach the full gamut of it, them just gonna have something bad to say. And watch him behind the Water Commission like him know nothing about water.
It named the budget, but as we are talking about the budget, really and truly, you know, you have some labor right that go around and convince themselves so they can get a car, you know. So I'm going to do some search and say which car.
About the budget. Labor right now the budget. It in the budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right now the budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forrest strong asleep, him now I hear the budget. Favored, I make a speech in the budget. Juliet Cutter, yeah, cause she in the budget. But flavored, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. But no boy, no girl in the budget. But flavored, Mama P style, left it na man. Hunger try bill, your own slang. Them couldn't find bro God in the budget. When them did a read out the budget. Hey Jamaica, come here, what I want now comes bro God get slim just like Mataran. said the man under pressure. Hear the people in support. Every day, every minute, every hour. Jamaican, who no come so this, you know you're so wrong. Me said the man under pressure. Hear the people in support. Every day, every minute, every hour. Jamaican, who no come so this, you know you're so I'm in dance. Still about it is. And this man, proud when man beat him. And that him say, when him he not beat him. Yeah, but right now I'm the budget. Tell you about the budget. He minute. Left it now man. Hang the try bill. You going slang. Them couldn't find bro God in the budget. When them did a read out the budget. Hey Jamaica come here, what I go now comes broke. I get slim just like Mataran. We said the man under pressure. Hear the people in support. Every day, every minute, every hour. Jamaica, who no come to so this. You know you say I'm in dance. Still about it is. And this man, proud when man beat him. And that him say, when him he not beat him. Idiot. With them the budget. The budget. Labor right now, the budget. In the budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right now, the budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forest shall asleep, him now I hear the budget. Favored, I make a speech in the budget. Juliet Qatar, yeah, she in the budget. But favored, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. No boy, no girl in the budget. But favored,
listen, put it up. Alright.
Fire, baby. In the budget. The budget. Labor right now, the budget. In the budget. Labor right now, the budget. Alright. In the middle of the budget. Forest shall asleep, him now I hear the budget. Favored, I make a speech in the budget. Juliet Qatar, yeah, she in the budget. But flavor, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. But no boy, no girl in the budget. But flavor, a Mama P style, left it na man. Hang a try bill, you couldn't slang. Them couldn't find bro God in the budget. When them did a read out the budget. Hey Jamaica come here, what I go now comes bro God get slim just like Mataran. Everywhere him turn him here the people in support. Hit them the budget. The budget. Labor right now the budget. Hit them the budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right now the budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forest strong asleep, him now I hear the budget. Favored, I make a speech in the budget. Juliet Qatar, yeah, she in the budget. But flavoured, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. But no boy, no girl in the budget. But flavoured, a Mama P style, left it na man. Hang a try bill, you couldn't slang. Them couldn't find bro God in the budget. When them did a read out the budget. Hey Jamaica come here, what I go now comes bro God get slim just like Mataran. Me said the man under pressure. Everywhere him turn him here the people in support. Every day, every minute, every hour. Jamaican, who no come listen this. You know you say I'm in dance, still a wacky fist. And this man, prouder when man beat him. And that him say, when him he na the meeting. Hit him the budget. The budget. Labor right now the budget. Hit him the budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right now the budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forest shall asleep, him now I hear the budget. Favored, I make a speech in the budget. Juliet Qatar, yeah, she in the budget. But flavoured, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. But no boy, no girl in the budget. But flavoured, a Mama P style, left it na man. Hang a try bill, you couldn't slang. Them couldn't find bro God in the budget. When them did a read out the budget. Hey Jamaica come here, what I go now comes bro God get slim just like Mata.
It's gonna be a storm around here. It's gonna be a storm around here. What are vibes? Everybody!
Just a go now look at type of, you know, a different energy. Cause them don't know so bad part this, you know. Hey, big up Talk My TV and all like creative people, them do them song there, you know. You understand? No, the budget are mad them people. It's all about the budget. The budget.
This reminds me of the 2016 election when at the time the opposition, who is now government, spoke about the $18,000. You remember that $18,000 argument there? And that $18,000 argument catch a fire where the opposition promised the income tax raising and people go and get the $18,000. At the time, members of the government said that it was not feasible. Saying that to say, this looked like Holness reincarnated 2.0, where now the opposition is making a solid, reasonable, salient recommendation to cushion the crisis, particularly for the elders in this country. And here is the government saying it is not feasible. Here is the government saying it is not feasible.
Yes, Andre. You can't sell water in a Portland if you're going to start give flattery. You can't sell the water for $8,000 if you're going to give flattery.
Ball out! Whoa, we need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal there. Ball out! Whoa, we need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
So you say water business a mash up?
It a mash up same time.
People, another reason why. Who benefits from selling water? Who is selling water? Who is selling water to the people in Jamaica, not just in Portland? Who is selling water? If they fix the problem with water, how do they sell water? Ladies and gentlemen, find out who is selling water. Who is selling water to the people? They have monopolized water bills in some areas by selling people water. Not giving them a water in them pipe now. Right? You can't able to sell them water. Water is pretty expensive, yes? If the water problem is fixed, how do they sell water? And isn't that revenue coming out of their pocket, whoever they are? Ding, 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 ding. Another reason, JC, big up. Another reason why we should vote out this government. I'll never vote them in again. Why would you be against a solid plan like this? As I said before, the Prime Minister has thoroughly exposed himself. But I have to move on to the next issue. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to move on. I have to move on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on this same program here, big up Andre Steven. Make sure you go over there and subscribe to the platform. You understand? No bad mind thing that they over here, sir. I understand, not on this platform, and we give credit to everybody. And big up Auntie Jenny too, you know. So me I say, solid, huge big up to Auntie Jenny. See? Yeah man, big up Life with Jennifer. See? Now, you know say, me do my best for one of the people. You know, I do my best, and people, wanna bless up the cash app, no man, and bless up the Zelle and bless up the PayPal. All the relevant links are pinned at the top of the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Bless it up, man. Bless it up, man. Don't keep it to yourself. So me I deal with bless up the platform, man. Share up the live and like up the live. I've had a consistent flow of people through here today this evening. And I think I should be at 200 likes now. We're at 139. So could we get the likes up to 200? Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Alright. And big up the people that participate in the poll. I use the poll to remind people that they should hit the like button and share the live. Some people participate, some don't. So the 85% of you guys that hit the like button out of the poll, thank you so much. For the ones that didn't, hey, You're watching, you don't like the program, you don't like what we're saying. Listen, one day, it's gonna get through to you that, you know, you're on the wrong side of history. And you need to come over to the right side of history. Yes? Yes. Alright. Christopher Tufton. Christopher Tufton, ladies and gentlemen, I have expressed that I don't see him as any different from Andrew Holness. As a matter of fact, I would contend that they are 1A and 1B on the index of two of the wickedest government officials that we have ever seen in the history of Jamaica. Yes, I would contend, I would argue that, and I would have a lot of relevance in my argument as far as I'm concerned, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what I'm saying is this, right? How can you have a minister of government in the pandemic, right, telling the people that if they want water, yes, if they want water, they must take the joke? How is that possible? How did we get to the point where that actually happened, ladies and gentlemen? How? And if you don't believe me, I've played it so many times that even if I don't play it now, I would have to go back at one of my videos and show it. But I'm gonna find it still. But let's play this.
We have to deal with Tufton business tonight.
Yes, thank you.
After almost 9 years,
let's go. Talk to them.
Tufton is going to look at me, you, and all of us and say that his successive governments must be blamed.
No, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't think so, Andrea lie. You see how Ishmael laugh? This government, when I tell you this man is no different from Andrew, they're playing out of the same playbook. How do you go in power for 9-10 years, have a hospital that needs repair, and your excuse for it not being prepared in refurbished in 9 years or rebuilt or whatever it is that you're actually doing, right? You're going to blame the opposition that has not been in power for 9 years, that has not been responsible for the Jamaican purse, for the Jamaican tax dollars. Tell me something.
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
So ladies and gentlemen, honestly, you know, I can't see anybody that is going to support this man and this party. I really don't get it. I really don't understand it. I think something is very, very wrong with you. I think you need to go and seek psychiatric evaluation. And I'm being as respectful as I can be. In a Jamaica, they would have say you're mad. You understand if you want to vote for this party again. But let's go. Let's listen to it.
Jamaica, listen.
Like I said, love laugh, you know. No.
Listen to what I said to you all tonight. Dr. Christopher Tufton says that the issues affecting Cornwall. Play because no one nobody tell me no lie.
This year's budget has refocused attention on the Cornwall Regional Hospital. The facility has been allocated another $5 billion. The money will be used to take the redevelopment of the facility to 90% in the next 12 months. It is a project that is approaching its 8th year. 8 very long and expensive years. In fact, while speaking in Portland Sunday, the opposition leader Mark Golding said it is unacceptable that all these years later, no one has lost their job for the missed timelines and additions to the repair bill. But Dr. Christopher Tufton put the issue down to the failings of successive governments.
Cornwall Regional is a catastrophe that should not have happened if we did routine maintenance. And governments over the years have gotten more in the habit of building infrastructure and wait till it breaks down before they fix it. Not in routine maintaining it to get the useful life and efficiency of it. new leadership must put in place preventive maintenance.
And speaking of preventative measures, the health minister feels if some healthcare workers improved their customer service, they would prevent the trauma relatives of patients are left with when tragedy strikes at hospitals.
I would like to see us move leadership in a direction where we focus more heavily on caring with compassion.
Caring with compassion. It's very funny he used those choice of words, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at the clip. I found it. This is the individual talking about caring with compassion. Listen to this.
Help, we hear the rhetoric.
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need it. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them.
So ladies and gentlemen, was Christopher Tufton in this clip focused on the care of the people when he said to them it's better they take the juke and then get the water? Could that be considered as a bribe? And even if you don't want to take it that far, I mean, you cannot say that that is a caring government. You cannot say that's a representation of a caring government. This is one of the reasons why I will never in my life vote for a JLP party. Ever. All of them have stood behind this moment in time when he said that. This to me is worse than Andrew Holness 28 bank account, you know. I don't know about nobody else, you know. You're talking about caring for the people. The people are basic necessity that you are being paid handsomely for. Right? And you can imagine after such an atrocity, ladies and gentlemen, after this atrocity, Christopher Tufton was one of the members of parliament that actually got a raise. Actually got a raise. A 200 to 300% increase in their income when the people are asking for water in their constituency. This man, Sefu, big up. Francis, big up. This man is going to tell the people that it's better them take the joke and then get the water. I wonder if that constituency has got the water yet. I know the people said them not take the joke. Listen again for one last time. The lady said we want water for wash your hand. Look how much time now. We don't have no water. Listen. So the lady said, if you did love we, you would have make we get the water. And that they must say behind them while them talk on the microphone, you know. And here with Christopher Tufton turn around and say to the people. So his priority was that it better them take the job and then take the joke and then take the water after. So the priority was the joke. They needed the joke more than water. Ladies and gentlemen, more want to understand that the Jamaica Labour Party was on a campaign in the pandemic to promote this thing more than fixing the roads and putting water in the people, make sure so the people have water run to them house. This is a main reason why you should vote them out the next election and never ever put them in back again. This right here, sir. See? Look at this. This article was October 10, 2024. CRH to begin phase reopening by year end. This was October when? Phase reopening. What does that mean? I don't even know. See? This is the JIS. It says the phase reopening of the Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James is expected to begin shortly. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Made the disclosure while providing an update on the rehabilitation and redevelopment project during the sitting of the Standing Finance Committee in the House of Representatives. Guys, I want you guys to remember that this is the same man that said money is not the issue. So you have to ask yourself, why is it that them don't fix the hospital yet? Next thing, this comment right here says, Bolo, the Jamaican people tired of the JLP government. What taken Andrew Holness so long to call the election? He said he would set the date for elections when him come in 100 days. All know we don't see. That is another reason why we never vote them out and never vote them in, because they cannot be trusted. They can't be trusted. He said the phasing in will hopefully happen within the next few weeks or so, with the opening of the administration section, which he noted is considered the nerve of the facility. Last week I was there. The administrative wing is now complete. It is nicely furnished, really looking good, and is reflective of the new facility that is going to be placed. In place, he said. The next important area will be the IT, information technology, the server room, and from there we continue to phase, he added. Responding to a question regarding the revision of the completion date of the project from 2026 to 20, so they moved the completion date to 2027, 2028. Mighty God of Daniel. So you tell me, so they need 14 years for build this hospital, yeah? You have to switch to the other phone. You're not opening on the other one. Well, there's something wrong with the phone then, mama. It says here, don't be startled about the date that is stated. Cornwall Regional main building is going to be in operation, or I dare say the greater parts of it will be in operations long before the date, he assured. He noted, remember this now. Guys, them not have much time in office, but remember this. Remember what I'm saying right there, sir. Alright? He noted further that having completed the air quality testing, we don't anticipate more openings of sections of the building during the course of this year, and most of them into the course of early next year, maybe the first quarter or so. He reminded the committee that the provision of medical services at Cornwall Regional continues and never cease. Turning to the Western Children and Adolescent Hospital, Dr. Tufton said the build out of the main building is completed and the internals are being put in, which includes partitions, wards, space, windows, doors, along with other works. He said that scoping for equipment is also being done. Scoping for equipment. So what about the other equipment in the other hospitals? I mean, honestly, I don't want to read any more of this. Guys, listen, man. The man them have a building that is being built for the last 10 years. This man uttered these words a while ago.
When tragedy strikes at hospitals,
I would like to see us move leadership in a direction where we focus more heavily on caring with compassion. Focus more carefully and directly on providing a better customer experience, even if we have to give bad news, because that's the nature of our business. But that bad news must come with a level of empathy and understanding.
as it relates to the ongoing shortage of some healthcare specialists, Dr. Tufton explained different measures will now have to be considered.
We need more doctors in certain specialized areas. We need more nurses in certain specialized areas.
We know everybody has a
and there is a protocol around training. What I like about the team is that the team is saying, listen, it is time, in keeping with this recent thrust of government policy, to embrace cross-border training, partnerships and collaboration, and where possible, joint certification, where necessary, flexi contracts for persons who work in different settings.
The health minister was speaking at UTEC on Tuesday at the graduation ceremony for the third cohort of healthcare leaders trained as part of a MOU between UTEC and the government in 2021. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.
No, Andre made a point, which was an excellent point. They need more doctors. So, what is the stance of the Jamaica Labour Party in regards to Trump's position on the Cuban doctors? We need more doctors. So, why aren't we getting Cuban doctors? Are they going to be the only Caribbean country that is going to go with Trump? And I don't have a problem with Trump, you know? But this particular issue is where we part ways. Me and Trump part ways, but this issue, I don't have a problem with Trump and the way he's running country, a free country, and he's doing what the people want over there. Alright? We need Jamaica, we need the government over here to do what we want. And if a poll was to be done, I am sure and I'm hoping that the Jamaican people are sensible enough to understand that we need the Cubans. They have been integral in our country, being able, and we can't even afford surgery on them something as much as it is. So we need the Cuban them that is out here. We need them. Listen to the St. Vincent minister of government, right? Listen to what he said about it. But let's hear what Andre has to say. He said, we have enough of this government. Let's vote them out. No, listen, don't even say third term. No more term. Any at all ever. He's not going to be no president, stay in parliament for 10 years and get more rich off taxpayers. Let's continue.
I sure Jamaica heard. May I go refute all of the arguments. This is what the minister do to him face. Him get a facial. Him get one of
two. In Dumrep the other day?
He was in Dominica. So then get a BBL on his face.
Ask me.
What can go so?
So is that Botox?
Just asking.
Wait,
funny, I don't
honey.
know.
Ishmael, where is the man was in Dominica?
Oh my God,
so
funny.
Look, the face look like you get a BBL. You know, see right here, so leave.
I probably that's why I'm talking far.
But Ishmael, I sure Jamaicans that heard what he said in relation to the Rubio and Trump argument. Did you hear that? He said, if you listen to the end of the news clip, we have to find other medical professionals.
Play it again.
Me not think Jamaica.
Yeah, he actually said that. He actually said that.
Jamaicans here. Last part. So you remember the government has been
training.
Listen.
This year's budget has refocused attention on the Cornwall Regional Hospital. The facility has been allocated another $5 billion. The money will be used to take the redevelopment of the facility to 90% in the next 12 months. It is a project that is approaching its 8th year. 8 very long and expensive years. In fact, while speaking in Portland Sunday, the opposition leader Mark Golding said it is unacceptable that all these years later, no one has lost their job for the missed timelines and additions to the repair bill. But Dr. Christopher Tufton put the issue down to the failings of successive governments.
Cornwall Regional is a catastrophe that should not have happened if we did routine maintenance. And governments over the years have gotten more in the habit of building infrastructure and wait till it breaks down before they fix it, not in routine maintaining it to get the useful life and efficiency of it. New leadership must put in place preventive maintenance.
And speaking of preventative measures, the health minister feels if some healthcare workers improved their customer service, they would prevent the trauma relatives of patients are left with when tragedy strikes at hospitals.
I would like to see us move leadership in a direction where we focus more heavily on caring with compassion, focus more carefully and directly on providing a better customer experience, even if we have to give bad news, because that's the nature of our business. But that bad news must come with a level of empathy and understanding.
As it relates to the ongoing shortage of some healthcare specialists, Dr. Tufton explained different measures will now have to be considered.
We need more doctors in certain specialized areas. We need more nurses in certain specialized areas. We can't train them fast enough. And there is a protocol around training. What I like about the team is that the team is saying, listen, it is time, in keeping with this recent thrust of government policy, to embrace cross-border training, partnerships and collaboration, and where possible, joint certification, where necessary, flexi contracts for persons who work in different settings.
The health minister was speaking at UTEC on Tuesday at the graduation ceremony for the third cohort of healthcare leaders trained as part of a MOU between UTEC and the government in 2021. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.
You know, hear it.
Cross-border training. Where necessary, cross-border training.
But
he disguised it very well, though.
I'm say it without even saying it, you know.
Where necessary.
So, you remember last night I've been asking Jamaica, what is the position of the Jamaican government in relations to the issues, the geopolitics that the US has given an instruction. We have heard Mayor Mockley, we have heard Mitchell, we have heard Raleigh, we have heard Gonzalez, we have heard the Dominica Prime Minister, but there's no word coming out of the Prime Minister and the government of Jamaica. That which was spoken just now would have been the first utterance from the government of Jamaica.
But you know, I think I don't want. Let me see how best. I don't think they understand proper international relations or diplomacy, you know. Because if it is that you are, let's say that he's afraid.
The Prime Minister quiet and all of this, you know.
Yeah, like even if you're afraid to speak in one voice with CARICOM. You're a part of CARICOM. Make CARICOM talk to you.
Ishmael, every country will have to make their voice.
Oh.
And then CARICOM makes a position.
Oh.
The voice that is silent in CARICOM. The only voice silent in CARICOM is Jamaica.
No.
But it was the said Jamaica who was the voice calling for intervention in Haiti. You know, find that strange? Is the only voice in CARICOM who was calling for deployment of soldiers to Haiti. But it's now the silent voice. You know, find that strange, Ishmael?
Very strange.
No, if it is that him is a voice.
I'm telling you, you know, this is another reason for vote out this government. Right? Because them sign off on some things and get involved in some bilateral agreements. I'm telling you, this government, the Jamaica Labour Party led by Andrew Holness, man, listen, yo, they are bringing us down a path, ladies and gentlemen, a very dangerous path. And you know, they say a man without vision will perish, and nothing could be more true, my good people. I want you guys to look down the line of where this is going, cutting off ties with Cuba, right? Their stance against Haiti, while Jamaica is going into the same direction as Haiti with our economy. Listen, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that the same thing that they're trying to do to Haiti, I think the powers that be is trying to do to Jamaica. I believe, this is my belief, right? I believe that they want to take back this entire land space. When they hear Andrew Holness talking about building up, remember, and somebody made an excellent point that called it earlier about the oil. You notice how the oil thing just dead out? You believe that if they found oil, they're going to tell us? You believe that if they struck gold in oil, they're going to tell us Jamaican people? Right? Remember, listen, man. My good people, we are, you know, I don't want this country to go in the direction that I think they're trying to send us in. You understand? And when you look at their relationship with China and the type of guns that they're buying and equipment for the JDF and how the police is just having not all the police but too much of them is having a total disregard for the lives of the Jamaican people that actually pay them. It's very alarming. We are going down a very, very dangerous path. The way how Mr. Omar Azan is concerned about the economy is the way how I am concerned about the social structure of this country. The disregard for the right to life is extremely alarming. You know, I don't, in some cases, I honestly don't see the difference between the criminals on the road and the police officers them. I really don't see the difference. It's like they recruited some criminals from wherever they recruited them from to be police and then put on a uniform on them. I'm not saying all police again. I have a lot of police that I know personally and I respect. That's doing their job, just trying to go home to their children and their family. Not trying to be too involved or too close. And, you know, if you really sit with some of them and have off the record conversations, they themselves expose a lot of the corruption that is happening within the force. The political involvement or alleged political involvement in the force is very, very concerning and alarming. If those allegations are true, a death squad and all of this thing, I mean, how much people has the police killed since here? And then we have Christopher Tufton that is managing our healthcare system that is piss poor. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. This election cannot be called soon enough. It cannot be called soon enough. Right? I'm not saying vote them out just this election. I'm saying to the people of Jamaica, vote them out forever. This government should not be running a next election for no power. You hear me? This government and the people that are associated with the government, you should not even look at them. You should not even look at their children. And some people might say, oh, that is a bit harsh. Well, it's my opinion. You don't have to take it. I am saying the children of key individuals of this Jamaica Labour Party, the people of Jamaica must not forget what their parents have done, the role that they have played in these last 9 years, the neglect that they have shown, the lack of integrity that they have shown. When Andrew Holness Integrity Commission report come out, everybody was silent. And they say, well, you know, they're under gag order. Well, resign. Show some integrity. Much like how Andrew Holness said that he would not sit in the parliament with Mr. Hassan because he built some things for some poor people, some shops for some poor people in the market without the proper procedures. And that was enough for him to want to remove himself, remove himself from the political arena when that man is in the parliament. Because it was so bad. Because he was somebody of such high integrity that he couldn't sit in the same parliament with Mr. Hassan. Right? This individual did that. Well, let's use that same energy. The Jamaican people should refuse to vote for individuals that stood behind Andrew Holness in this time, especially after the Integrity Commission report. And when the audits are done for the trillions of dollars that are unaccounted for, when the audit is done on this particular hospital, where they might take 10 years for build, we're projected for build in a finish in 2028. Listen to me now, people, and listen to me good. Anybody that supported this, I want you guys to remember the pandemic. These are some main reasons why you should not vote for this government. The farmer them, I want to remember, say, you did not get the support from this government. I want you to remember that these people are importing ice, for crying out loud. Ice. The importation bill has gone through the roof. And when it is revealed who is the people benefiting from these importations, it will all make sense, ladies and gentlemen. When those key things are revealed and Mark Golding goes into power and the audits are done, right? It was just revealed by Andre the other day that Daryl Vaz's wife, her bestie, is in the automobile business. And one of the key things in the budget, ladies and gentlemen, was some type of relief to those people in Faval Williams' budget. Right? That lady is known to be in that business. And she also works with them in some capacity as revealed. This is all public knowledge. And we talk about nepotism and cronyism and corruption. His friend thing, his party shop them running. Them and them friend getting wealthy and rich. While them come tell you about pro-box. Them turn pro-box government, the disrespect. The litany of things, the litany of reasons why this government should never be ever voted in ever again. It is full time we learn from the history of this government, ladies and gentlemen. There is a pattern of the Jamaica Labour Party. Edward Siaga, right? The history about him and what he did to this country. Who remember the Carl Garden incident? Hey, me say if any Rastaman a vote for the JLP, yo, me wish Uno worship Selassie, me wish Selassie gonna beat him. If Selassie I uno recognize Selassie as an Lord and Savior, I uno God, whatever uno say, uno honor Selassie. If you are a Rastaman and you vote, represent, support the Jamaica Labour Party after having full knowledge of the Carl Garden incident, you Me I tell you say Father God for give you a beating. Hey, that's why man are not God, you know. And that's why man could not be God. Cause me I tell you say, me personally, you see how me think. Me not as bad as me not as terrible as Talk Your Mind TV. Cause if Talk Your Mind TV did a land out punishment, trust me. I'll know Andrew Holness and the government will not get beaten. I mean I talk about figuratively. Me I talk about real beating. Me I talk about beating left, right, and center. Me I talk about beating like in a slavery days. Whip them for all the wickedness for them do. To the people in Jamaica. I saw talking man that him talk at all the while. But you see me kinda different. Kinda different. You see me? Yeah man. What I want to do is the lies to be exposed. And you see when the lies them exposed, me don't want, listen, I don't want no stone to be unturned where the truth is revealed. More Will Rattigan and Mystic Sensation and cover and people remember Tuesday. Do not miss Mystic Sensation on Tuesday. The general is back. The man from Interpol is back. You understand? Wanna get it? It a tape. This Tuesday, Mystic Sensation is bringing back the man from Interpol. Wanna cannot afford to miss it, ladies and gentlemen. Wanna see the last masterpiece where Mystic Sensation revealed with the insider, the whistleblower from SSL. I'll know the labor right then they recover from that, you know. They quiet like a lamb. They quiet like a lamb. Only hear them come out with no public statement. Only hear them sue nobody. Hello? Hello? Only hear them put out no defamation. Say stop defame them. The one them I love sue. Read between the lines, ladies and gentlemen. That is another reason why on enough a vote ever again for this wicked and caring government. The SSL report, why is it not released? If you're so transparent and you don't have nothing to hide, why on don't release the SSL report? Huh? Not only she, many more. That's why so much fuel leaving Spanish Town Depot, because the man in charge get. Oh, somebody are typing in a chat, Juni Sanders. I don't know about those things. As the information is revealed, I'm just saying, I have heard enough about the ins and outs of the Jamaica Labour Party for me to firmly say, anybody but them. I will vote for anybody but the Jamaica Labour Party that is running for office. They are that bad. They are that poisonous to this country's development. When you have Desmond Warmington and Desmond Warmington, Desmond Mackenzie, Desmond Warmington, Desmond Mackenzie and Warmington utter the things them that they utter, trying to cause a divide between us, the people of Jamaica, to the point where it seems and appears as if they want things to get, and then even Marlon Morgan with his utterances about the blood of your fellow Jamaicans covered in the like that is another reason to not vote for this party ever again. The utterances that they utter, it does not bring unity. It brings division. And there's no nation divided that will be prosperous. Don't make nobody fool you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say that again. There is no nation that is divided that is prosperous. This Jamaica Labour Party utterances seek to divide the people of Jamaica, not bring us together. They are not only out of touch with our reality, I believe they understand our reality as the people that are struggling, right, at the bottom of the totem pole in terms of the economy, right? I believe that they understand fully, but guess what? They ignore it. They neglect us. They don't care because they are wicked. And their actions prove that to me. They do. Their actions absolutely prove that to me. No caring government is going to have our healthcare system the way Christopher Tufton has it and Andrew Holness. None. Again, the Mr. Ralph Gonzalez, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent, his testimony shows you a leader that cares. My Jamaican people, do you see that in Andrew Holness? Do you see that in Christopher Tufton? Be honest. Let's be honest. Can you honestly say you see that? Because I surely cannot see. And I know I am not blind. And another thing, the Blue Lagoon. Why isn't Darrell Vaz and Anne-Marie Vaz advocating for the men and women to have the access to the Blue Lagoon and that road, whatever the issue is? Why are they not publicly advocating for that? Let us not forget that this party destroyed a whole city because of gerrymandering. Portmore. Let us not forget that they not only did they take away Portmore, the borders of Portmore, and change it in their bill, but they also took away the sovereignty, right? The power of the people of Portmore by declaring in that bill that they could no longer vote for who they want to be their mayor, who they choose to represent them. Ladies and gentlemen, you see that move was a microcosm of a larger the DNA of the Jamaica Labour Party. That exposed the DNA of the Jamaica Labour Party. It exposed the lengths, the absolute lengths that they would actually go to get what they want to achieve, which is more power. Forget about you. Who cares? Who cares about you? And it shows a level of desperation. They know they are losing and they will lose this election. But I say to you, my Jamaican people, do not, and I repeat, do not let up. Do not take your foot off the gas. You understand? Stay focused on the road to voting these people out. You understand? Keep your eye on the road of voting these people out. And when you vote them out, don't look back. This is where we pass them and last them in this next election. I never thought I would be at this point in my life where I am not affiliated with the Jamaica Labour Party, not affiliated with the UIC, not affiliated with, they are the two other parties, right? I've never been to a conference. I've never spoken to the MP in regards to, say we have this problem and we need this and we need this. I've never done none of that in my constituency. I don't deal with politicians. But here I am, ladies and gentlemen, and I've come to the conclusion that this government, this party in particular, has shown us their DNA. In this last 9 years, can you imagine? Can you imagine? The Jamaica Labour Party sold to the people of Jamaica that yes, the PNP has done this and they have done that and this, the worst 18 years and all of this. And give me a second, I'm coming back to that point.
And he has been a consistent voice in CARICOM. How up to what year him loud for Haiti, deployment of soldiers and police, but now the issue relating to the Cubans and the bilateral agreements the Cubans and Jamaica has had, not just with Jamaica but across CARICOM, he's silent. Oh, somebody said they know the reason why I'm silent. No money involved. We need help!
You know, says the
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need it. Help! Help! Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator drum.
Say Ishmael. Ishmael, you can't laugh, man.
Who said that?
Me. I say you can't laugh, man.
Imagine. Laugh off him?
No, but imagine an issue like this.
No, Bob, so happy I listened to my parents. Never voted for the JLP. Hey.
That is funny, honey.
Hey.
That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Y'all are hilarious. Splash Digi, but no, seriously. Can you imagine the JLP convinced voters that the PMP was just so horrible to the people of Jamaica, and it's time for change, right? And this is the change that we've gotten. All the promises that the Jamaica Labour Party and Holness went up on platforms and promised the people. One of the biggest promises he made, the most outlandish. One of the most outlandish promises that Andrew Holness made when he told us that we could sleep with our doors open at night. Where? Which part? How close are we to that promise, ladies and gentlemen? And let's really go into the 100 days. Let's look at that. And I've said this before and I say it again. I mean, one of the tangible things that he promised in the 100 days promise was to set an election date. And currently, after years of being in power, we are now in limbo. The people are scratching and clawing and waiting for an election date. And we can't even hear it. Much less getting a fixed one. What can go so... Right? The man them give themselves a 200 to 300% increase without consulting us, the people. What can go so? They enjoy this increase while the people of Jamaica, the majority of us anyway, are suffering. One of the interesting statistics and data that Mr. Julian Robinson put out is the index that shows that a lot of Jamaicans, 55% of Jamaicans don't have food security. Guys, where's the prosperity? Where is it? Is he going to blame Beryl for crying out loud when other countries were hit by Beryl, got hit and bounced back and is having an economy that is growing presently? Where are the excuses? You are all out of excuses, Andrew Holness at the JLP. And time come now. Time come now. Time come, man. Time come, man. This is no, we can't do it no more. Call the damn election. Call it. We can't take any more of this. Call the damn election, Andrew Holness. Call it. Call it.
Labor right now have no budget. Hit in the budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right now have no budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forest strong asleep, him now I hear the budget. Flavored, I make a speech in the budget. Juliet cut her yaya for she in the budget. But flavored, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. But no boy, no gal in the budget. But flavored, a Mama P style, left it na man. Hunger try bill, your own slang. Them couldn't find bro God in the budget. When them did a read out the budget. Hey Jamaica, come here, what I go? Now comes bro God get slim just like Mataran. Me say the man under pressure. Everywhere him turn him hear the people them say power. Every day, every minute, every hour. Jamaican, who no come listen this? You know you say woman done still a wacky fist. And this man prouder when man beat him. And that him said when him he in the meeting. Hit him the budget. The budget. Labor right now have no budget. Hit him the budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right now have no budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forest strong asleep, him now I hear the budget. Flavored, I make a speech in the budget. Juliet cut her yaya for she in the budget. But flavored, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. But no boy, no gal in the budget. But flavored, a Mama P style, left it na man. Hunger try bill, your own slang. Them couldn't find bro God in the budget. When them did a read out the budget. Hey Jamaica, come here, what I go? Now comes bro God get slim just like Mataran. Me say the man under pressure. Everywhere him turn him hear the people them say power. Every day, every minute, every hour. Jamaican, who no come listen this? You know you say woman done still a wacky fist. And this man prouder when man beat him. And that him said when him he in the meeting. Hit him the budget. The budget.
Yeah man, the budget, you know. Big up the general, big up the budget from the PMP. People, Christopher Tufton is not qualified to be our Minister of Health. And I want you guys to remember, you know, what Dr. Dawes said in his experience. We have some very, very dangerous Dr. Alfred Dawes. We have some very, very dangerous, people, ladies and gentlemen. Was this the meeting? Well, I think I is.
We're at the meeting. But at the end of the meeting, we plan process. And many ask me, why do I still continue? And everyone, my family in particular. But I think you ought to know that there's a group of people. Police.
I am so glad that I found this. I'm going to do an actual reaction to it. Yeah. But I'm just gonna play this part right here for this particular reaction. Just to listen to this.
Hospital and the scandal that ensued is strong. My friend that said that she had ordered some food. And And then when we were leaving, a year ago, I was invited to a meeting. And I had gone with a member of my team, a female comrade, to accompany me to that meeting. So it was a private meeting, so she waited outside. I went and met one-on-one with someone. We're there for about an hour. And then when we were leaving, the other party went one way, I went another way. We're leaving, he went and spoke to someone at another table. And then he came. By that time, my friend had said that she had ordered some food. And he came and we said, no, leave it, I'm late, I have to leave. And he said, no man, wait for the food. And don't worry, I'll pay for it. We got the food, and I was dropping off, he said, I didn't pay no money for a morning, better you eat it. Dropped the roll. I was eating the food, my throat started to tighten up. And I couldn't breathe properly. And I called some friends in the police and the university hospital. And I ended up at the university hospital that night. The next morning, reporters kept calling. And they kept asking about the woman who was rushed to the hospital. Because the plan was never for me to eat that food, it was for her to eat that food, and they were hoping that I would be rushing a dead female to the hospital, and the scandal that ensued would be strong. And then the police, every time I spoke to senior members of the police, reporters would be calling with the same information I gave the police. So I knew this was not a plot from Southeast. This is something bigger. And I purposefully kept this from the leadership of the party and everyone, my family in particular. But I think you ought to know that there's a group of people who will not stop, even if it means murder of an innocent. Not to destroy me, but they need to destroy my name. And that is what I've been up against. When the results came back, I'm a fit man, I exercise, I ride. Oh, and by the way, I heard my counterpart was in an accident. I reached out, I expressed my sympathies and hope he gets a speedy recovery. That's right. Alright, that's what I know. When the results came back at you, it showed that I had liver and kidney damage. By that time I had gone to stop because I was feeling better. And I repeated the blood test there. It showed the liver and kidney damage, but it was improving. And that cemented everything that I was poisoned. And I've kept it quiet. And I've tried to fight my battles alone. So when I see these planted stories, this manufactured discontent, raising its head again, I realize that my attempts at being silent for the cause of unity are in vain. Because there are some who will never stop fighting me. And comrades, today I draw a line. Because they say that I do not have your support. You I have worked with comrades in every division. And I helped with my team. The team they said I do not have. They said there's no organization, and they put together this meeting and they put together the best conferences. And the team is working. And they say there is no organization. But comrades, when I say I draw a line, again, I've asked the comrade leader and the comrade general secretary to address this wider audience because there is still some lingering hurt. And even people who are now core members of my team, they're saying we work with it, but we still feel our weight. And we know in Jamaica that we feel our weight. Only we know that means.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard clearly from the man that there is some people out there that will go to lengths, unbelievable lengths, to keep power. You understand? And whoever threatens that power, they will unalive people around them. They will set them up. They will frame them. You understand? Now I wonder, something just came to me a while ago. Let me call Splash Digit. Something just came to me a while ago, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? Let me not add that to this. I'll just ask the question. How does Portmore becoming a parish affect Dr. Alfred Vaugh's constituency? And for this particular part of the reaction, I'm going to leave you with that. Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support. The like button is free, heard? Alright, let me call Splash Digit now. Let me call Splash Digit. That reaction when I get long enough. So when I ask Splash Digit now, can't go into that reaction. Hopefully I'm available. See me in the chat, but he might have done nice.
Yes, my boss.
Yeah, you're the only person we know directly connected to the MP, because they always are big him up, you know. So, more of the ask you as a resident of that constituency, how does Portmore becoming a parish? How does Portmore becoming a parish affect Dr. Alfred Dawes' constituency in terms of the borders?
In terms of the borders, as I said before, you know, the popularity vote, where the border cut off is not a part of Dr. Alfred Dawes, you know, but the supporting groups, as in Raymond Price, the mayor, Fitz Jackson, the rest of the division that build Portmore in the surrounding, original surrounding of Portmore.
Right.
But we are in the Edgewater division. Where the Edgewater division is not really affected close to the border.
Okay, so it was really to affect Portmore as a whole then. Yeah, because, you know, taking it away from St. Catherine and making it a parish now, it gives them a clear advantage in St. Catherine, as Everald Warmington stated in his audio. That was their diabolical plan. So it really, it really still nullifies the effectiveness of Dr. Alfred Dawes in the grand scheme of things.
Right.
So his popularity and his voter turnout, if they get what they want, won't affect the election per se. Because in their mind, because them get that seat clear.
Right.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
So like the JLP make it clear, you know, that was just to secure a victory for territory, I mean.
Yeah.
And the JLP party, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, where the rights is, you know, where them take the vote of who is for Portmore selecting them own mayor, that now would be a next effective part. Because you know the deputy mayor is also the councillor for this division. You understand?
You know, Mwafi, you know, before you finish that, something just come to me a while ago. And everybody that's listening to me and everybody that will listen to the replay, I hope you catch this part. Plus, I'm recording it. Me and Splash DJ talk. I'm recording it. I'm going to post it in front of me. But I want the Jamaican people to put up and get a book, because you're going to need a book. Get an exercise book or a hardcover book. And I want you to write all of the reasons why you think you should vote for the JLP, and write down all of the reasons why you should think you should not vote for the JLP in the next coming election. And I want you to personalize it. I want you to really think about what you have been experiencing in your area and in your personal life. I want you to think back 15 years ago, 14 years ago. I want you to think back when Mama P did in a power before the Jamaica Labour Party. I want you to think back, really think back, and compare, do a comparative analysis, right? Because the information in terms of the IMF and what Portia did for the country cannot be argued. All right, she put us back on track financially and economically. Sorry. So I really want you guys to personalize that. I'm serious enough. I want everybody, and I want you to take my number as well. My number is 1-876-451-6535. As a matter of fact, I would love for you. I could set up a day when you guys can call in one by one and outline your reasons for voting for them and your reasons not for voting for them. What could be the reason for you to vote for them? I want all of the comrade them to answer, and I want it to be fair and honest and think about it wholeheartedly. I want the labor right them to answer.
Yeah, man, I written all analysis, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If you together and compare, you can do a written analysis, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You understand, and scale it out.
Yeah.
But again, we just I say surprisingly, remember the Prime Minister said not into popularity. I don't need popularity no more. And surprisingly, today we find ourselves with so much JLP bloggers trying to double down on the government flaw. You understand? So
you know, here is a point. But what this recent article that he put out, that we must not allow the PMP to win the next election, and them are go do this campaign for the young people. Isn't that popularity?
Exactly. The campaign we start is the blogging campaign.
Yeah.
So everything we him doing go behind his words and his action.
Hey, one thing me know is, you see, a man and his word, if you can't stand by your word, you know, that is it, you know. Yeah, man.
That is it.
Nobody is going to trust you. No real person is going to trust you. And this is why I try to simplify this, you know. People, I mean, the 100 days, them what the man promise, and if don't fulfill one of those promises, it's over. I can't trust you after that.
Yeah. I'm Bolo before you go again. I try get this message out, you know. I was texting yesterday and I said, boy, we need we hear Warmington have the plans and tell you how them plan to end them campaign to the election, right? And them must say, boy, them are gonna have this big gospel concert. But let me say, from here the man say the thing, everybody ma ask who is going to be that gospel artist and which church is going to be that church is supporting this party with so many devilish action taking place brawlingly in front of the people. Which one of the church, me say me curious, so till I swear to God, all of them churches distance themselves, Bolo.
Gospel?
Yeah? He said there's going to be a warming time.
Miss that.
I understand. This big gospel concept.
You know, say right. When me I think back, you know, say I miss me. Him show animal that talk about something about God and something. Down a Portland, him said, no.
Down a Portland the other day.
Father,
we need to find it because we need to put the pressure on the church to talk. We never want them go down there. If the government depend this track so far, imagine if the church could join them.
No, not splash the G. The church already joined them. No, the church already joined them, my brother. The church has already joined them. You know, here with the prophet. You not listen to the prophet. You not listen to Mark Stewart. You not listen to Peter Chambers. You not listen to Jeffrey Shuttleworth. They have told us. No, but they have told us that the church has sold out. They have told us that the church have sold out. The clergymen have sold out. Totally. It's over with. Them sell out. Them already sell out, bro. Them already sell out. So
them trying everything.
They're not going to have any shortage of gospel artists to go there. They're going to be paid. It's just like the inauguration of Andrew Holness. I remember one of those swearing-ins, and I remember one of the popular Christian artists that was performing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's them not have no issue with finding. But the fact that they want to have one is amazing to me. Given the older man with the goat blood on him, when they are sent on. I walk up and down. Wow. And I saw an article the other day where Colonel Charles' son is encouraging people, like I say, remember that you have the right to multiple expressions religiously. Something to that effect.
Right, yeah man.
You read that article as well?
Right, yeah man, I see it as well, man. I read it too.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so them a double down upon them spirituality.
Yeah. I part ways when it comes down to people telling me about, you know, Obia involved, and because the people them did do it before, our ancestors them did it. Bible telling us there's a way that seems right in the eyes of man, but it's a blouse and skirt broad road of destruction in the general. Not because it seemed right to us. What does the Almighty God say about it? You understand? And I really have a problem with it, because when you're talking about somebody witching a person, right? You have so much different. If you really want to go down into that discussion, it's weird. You're basically affecting the will of a person with this science or obia or whatever you're talking about. Blocking a person's life. I mean, something to grant you favor monetarily. It's like a cheat code. It's like a cheating. I don't think God would want us to cheat. I think all of us should be on a fair level playing. The only code is going on your knees, praying and fasting, and asking God for His will to be done in your life. If it's God's will for you to be a billionaire, to serve Him in that capacity, well, hey, but think about it. Do you need to be a billionaire to live in this life and live a good life and live a wonderful life? No, you don't. Can everybody become a billionaire? No, they cannot. Can you handle being a billionaire and still keep your soul? Are you there yet? More importantly, you know what I mean? So these are the questions. These are the questions I ask, because when I see the practices of this Obert when I'm talking about, no. You cannot convince me that is something that God is rocking with. Nope, you can't convince me of that. Can't convince me. God gave us free will, but you want to affect other people's will by witching them. I listened to this girl from Haiti, and yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, I get it. She's into our culture, but hey, hey, you know, hey, man, listen, it's what it is, man. Y'all gonna find out on Judgment Day, baby. That's all I'm saying about that.
That is it, man.
Yeah. But big up yourself still. Look like y'all sure.
Anyway, so I line up for touching a little spot there, though. You don't know thing the weekend.
Yeah, that's why I do my thing early, you know, because I know say honestly I didn't expect to be this long one, and I also didn't expect to have so many of you guys still watching after 3 hours. I kid you not. This was one of the most spontaneous live stream. It's just me. I feel, you know, when you're given the push to speak, and certain utterances just come over you in your heart. Me I talk from the heart, brother. Me I tell you the truth. Me not talk from no script. Me have one book in front of me. Me not have nothing to write down. Anytime you see me come on years upon this thing, me I talk from my heart. You get what I say? Yeah.
Yes, man.
Trust me. My thing is not very organized. Yes, I had to pull up some articles. And big up Mystic Sensation, Talking My TV, Attack for the Press. All of the entities them. I learned so much from them.
Yeah.
You understand what I say?
But the quality of information in a Bolo.
Yeah.
The real information. I'm sorry I never catch it from 20 or long.
Virgin?
You know, you come and catch it in time.
I tell you.
For join the force, brother.
Nothing happens before it's time, my brother.
Nothing happens before time.
Nothing happens before it's time. Alright, bro?
Yes, man. Respect.
Respect, man.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now. Stop playing. Support. The like button is free, heard? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. Somebody will call me. Hello? Hello, you have a lot of noise in the background. Hello?
Sorry. Alright, good afternoon, Bolo.
Yeah, good afternoon. How you doing?
Yeah, we just have a couple points here to hit on.
Go ahead.
First one is the hospital in Cornwall Regional.
Right.
Monday, I go down there, go take some picture and show you. Can you see the 5 picture what me I see on the TV? It is the children hospital. No for the picture them where them are showing I tell about regional. I go to regional almost every 3 months.
Hey, mind them are listening and go look for your Monday, yeah?
Them alright, my brother, then lucky. And me I tell you say, I'm not afraid of them, you know. My ancestors, they fight for the rights.
About afraid, you know. You know what?
Yeah, no.
You have to be tactical and technical, you understand?
Honestly, right now, anything, and this I see you reaching at Jamaica.
God, that me afraid
anything, anything.
I tell you, say the people them, that me afraid I say the people them are going to reach that stage, you know.
It is going to reach there.
I really believe that that's what the government wants, because them all of these police forces and soldiers are moving on a certain way, and you know, the guns them and everything when we see them coming with, and the big truck them and the tanker them and everything, not to mention what we don't know what them buy and carrying. I really don't trust them, but go ahead.
Well, allegedly, we don't think Andrew ought to call no election. We think we have to go court.
Wow. That's
me see my babe.
Wow.
Yes, I'm a behave. I don't think him gonna call no election. And you see the Portmore thing?
Mm-hmm.
I confused the voters list.
Wow.
Yes. That's what they're doing.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean?
Because when they split, they're not going to have any time to sort out the voters list properly.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
so they're going to carry in. Wow. Whole heap of foreigner to come vote. Remember what Wilmington say no? It cannot go back in a PMP, and that means they have their plans.
Shift everything. Remove them out there.
Hold on there, mama. Hold on there. Hey, hold on there. No, sir. Me need a ball out moment for that one there at the sun. No, sir. That one let me for 6.
Them man, they study them, you know. I mean, enough time me hear them do them thing, and me a penny them, and me a listen, and me a say, yeah.
So what you're saying is that the man them allegedly there's not going to be enough time for carry out the proper procedure for the voters list be clear.
Yes. When they switch up, make a new parish.
So your contention is that they would be trying to get Portmore as well?
Well, to what I hear from Wilmington say, he said when it switch, PMP now go have no chance of winning something around there.
No, but it mean in a St. Catherine.
Yes.
I understand. So what I'm asking you is, you feel said them are trying to muddy up the waters them for even win Portmore too?
Well, alright. You see somebody something there, you see somebody place them down a whole lot of road where they must switch over Portmore.
Yeah.
Enough of them at TLP area.
Ratty.
Punish them me ban and go.
Mighty God. We need your help. Wait a sec. No, this a lady come mash up my events and an idea with them ideas and now. This is something to think about.
Of course it is. Me I think about it for me here then talk about. And then me hear the place them where them a claim so them a go add on, and the place them where them a go cut off.
Yeah.
I say yeah. Wilmington know what them a say. Them a plan out the things strategic or whatever the word is.
Strategically, yeah.
Yes. Number thing again, we have been telling the country that there is no money inside here.
Right.
No money in the country. All Andrea tell about economic good. See, Mr. Omar Azan can tell we.
Right.
Them are the big dogs, them and them know everything. Right. The economy is almost dying. That's the exact word the man use. So that means I put them up put it up too.
You're right.
I put them up put it up, it did.
You're right.
And Mr. Mark Golden is going to have a problem in getting it. Some of just want the people that know so then if you give him time to raise back the dead economy.
Star girl, big up. And one thing me know, if the Jamaican people and feel like say Mark Golden can come in and can work magic. After this government can mash up the blouse and skirt country.
Exactly.
We need time and we need to work together. We need to unite.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I know say the PMP are gonna work with the people, but it are gonna take some time to change things around.
Right, so the people they must also work with the PMP.
Yes.
Now you're talking about Rasta. You see Rasta them want follow a long term type of people them, you know. They're not no genuine Rasta.
Right.
Them they're little people them.
Right.
Exactly. Those are little people.
So I know so I think I don't know a car garden down Mobile.
Yeah man.
Yes,
down near it there, right down
so
there.
Talk about.
Right down near it there.
Talk about. You go research car garden incident if you don't know about it. Kaboop and hold on there. Go and talk, me I come back.
Yes, dear. So who don't understand about Coral Garden? every Good Friday, the Rastafarians, them down here also keep something about that at what the place name again, man? Where them play football, not down at Salem, not down here. If we're going to Salem, it's Jarrett Park. We always have a big thing there to educate people about Coral Garden. So who don't really know much, search it up on the internet, and who lives in the Montego Bay area, Good Friday, Bad Friday. We also have a celebration that educates the people about. And the people, when Andrew Kosesi, but Mr. Azan, where we make the 6th building for poor people when they don't want to sit beside. It's because we don't like poor people.
Like we have problem with the plan for the pension of them.
Okay. Just to show you that anything to benefit poor people is a problem. I remember he said it's a good idea. So guess what is my problem? When me see him. Remember he said it's a good idea. It's a brilliant, but he don't take it. Because I know him I got do it. Mr. Robinson, whatever the man named Julian Robinson did not let out the secret early enough for him to catch it, to do it, to say it. Yes. Because they don't have any idea. They really don't have any idea. So they're just listening for the PMP to let out something for them to grab it. Honestly, I have to send on something Monday. Because I'm sure when I go up at the original, I don't see much things going on up there. Right. And I go up there all the while, me look. I always, then I really, I go make we go too close. But me always, I look. I'm supposed to see people in the building and move if I work on. Me not see nothing like them, they happening. You see people move over the children's hospital, up down, coming in with things going out. You see people moving. When I look at Canal Regional, you just see a big building stand up there, we don't see nobody. Up and down like activities going on. And again, it's not building Canal Regional, you know. I refurbish them, I refurbish the thing and change out the air condition unit as they said. Because it has sent the mold or the whatever, then it was affecting the people breathing. So I don't see why that take 10 years to repair. Can't see through it.
Wow.
Well, that was just my little input in a better Bolo. Honestly.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because
thank you.
I'm looking forward to Monday.
All right, dear. Yes, dear. Okay, bless up.
Anybody else? Anybody else want to call in? The number is 1-876-451-6535. Alright? I only me a deal with now. More here for the people. People them now must be call me. How are you smart send me?
Dadap yang bertua. Memang kurang ajar ini bahu mata layar dulu sini. Something. What you want? You nak gaduh dengan saya? Anytime. Speak English. Fuck you.
Hey, people here for Trump tickle me around. I swear. But definitely need to put up this. They have 2 young ladies that are missing. Unfortunately. Quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Let me post it up. Share it on my screen. And yeah, anybody want to call in, call me now. Call me now. Oh crap, I forgot. "12-year-old, ladies and gentlemen. 12-year-old, you know? Samik Alex. Wanna screenshot that? Post it up for me there. Alright? Oh. Wanna can't see contact number. Hold on it. See that, people? That is it. Screenshot that. Alright? Contact number. Hope be a police station. Mighty God. You know, I want to do a survey. I want to do a survey about how much kids have been missing in Jamaica every year for the last 20 years. Yeah, man, I want to do a survey. Age 14. Claremont, that a sentence. Claremont Police Station. Tanisha Miller. When last in the year government come out and condemn this? When last? This is what issue we need the government. I'm talking about the two side them. To start pay closer attention to the children them missing, ladies and gentlemen. Government need to pay close attention to this. Bless up yourself, Joanne. Yeah, man, if nobody else now want to call, I am going to be ending my live stream and bid you guys a wonderful evening. You understand? You know, we have to left a message out the right way, you know? Yeah. Yeah, man, you know what you think.
Budget. Labor right now in the budget. Hit him the budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right. Hit him the budget. The budget. Labor right now in the budget. Hit him the budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right now in the budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forest strong asleep, him now I hear the budget. Favored, I make a speech in the budget. Juliet cut her yaya for she in the budget. But flavored, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. But no boy, no girl in the budget. But flavored, a Mama P style, left it na man. Hunger try bill, your own slang. Them couldn't find bro God in the budget. When them did a read out the budget. Hey Jamaica, come here, what I go? Now comes bro God get slim just like Mataran. Me said the man under pressure. Everywhere him turn him here, the people them say power. Every day, every minute, every hour. Jamaican, who no come listen this? You know you say one man done, still a wacky fist. And this man, prouder when man beat him. Had that him say when him he na the meeting. Hit him the budget, the budget. Labor right now in the budget. Hit him the budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right now in the budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forest strong asleep, him now I hear the budget. Favored, hit him the budget. The budget. Labor right now in the budget. Hit him the budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right now in the budget. Alright. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forest strong asleep, him now I hear the budget. Favored, I make a switch in the budget. Juliet cut her yaya cause she in the budget. But flavored, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. But no boy, no girl in the budget. But flavored, Mama P style, left it na man. Hunger try bill, your own slang. Them couldn't find bro God in the budget. When them did a read out the budget. Hey Jamaica, come here, what I go? Now comes bro, God get slim just like Mataran. Mr. Demand under pressure. Every rain come here, the people them say power. Every day, every minute, every hour. Jamaica, who no come this so this? You know you say woman dance, still about give this. And this man, proud when man beat him. And that him say when them he na the meeting. With them the budget, the budget. Labor right now in the budget. In the budget. Tell me about the budget. Labor right now in the budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forest strong asleep, him now I hear the budget. Favored, I make a switch in the budget. Juliet cut her yaya cause she in the budget. But flavored, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. But no boy, no girl in the budget. But flavored, Mama P style. Alright. Hit them the budget. The budget. Labor right now in the budget. Hit them the budget. Tell me about the budget.
72,000.
Labor right now in the budget. Alright, in the middle of the budget. Forest strong asleep, him now I hear the budget. Favored, I make a switch in the budget. Juliet cut her yaya cause she in the budget. But flavored, why you do it in the budget? I use Mama P style in the budget. But no boy, no girl in the budget. But flavored, a Mama P style, left it na man. Hunger try bill, you own slang. Them couldn't find bro God in the budget. When them did a read out the budget. Hey Jamaica, come here, what I go? Now comes bro God get slim just like Mataran. Everywhere him turn him here, the people them say power. Every day, every minute, every hour. Jamaican who no come listen this. You know you say woman dance, still a give this. And this man, brother when man beat him. And that him say when they be in the meeting.
Easy. It named the budget. But as we are talking about the budget, really and truly, you know, you have some labor right that go around and convince themselves so they can get a car, you know. So I'm going to do some search and say which car we can get for the money there, and this come up. So you can like and share the video so them can know, them can see it, and them can contact me, and me can tell them which one them can get. A pro box for the money with Favored William, I tell them about. Anyway, here this sheep, you know. Somebody who fall for Favored Williams. Cause Favored Williams enough.
That is funny.
Remember she destroy the education, you know.
That's funny.
Remember she destroy the whole education system,
funny.
You know. And as she deal with finance, one fail old lady. One long time vintage old time fail lady in her education. And she know the big nose Stephen Virgin I put for deal with the money. And the sister them are some sure. Oh, now listen to this.
I did 2,000 any money the person said to bring in at the car market. You bring it go, carry it down. I pay ya.
Yo people, that is for sure no. The type of people where we have a deal with over on the Jamaican Labour Party side. These people believe anything at all with them party say. If them party say the sky is green and purple, them are gonna say yes, the sky is green and purple. All when them look and say the sky is blue, them are gonna say it is green and purple. Now check this.
Embarrassing.
And Holness start promote the Batman business in our country. Cool. The same man them we used to say PG a Batman and PG a this and PG a that. And them same one now, they support Andrew Holness with the Batman business. When we burn it out, they say, but members say PJ used to do it and PJ will legalize it. So PJ make Batman march in Jamaica. No. They're the fish. Them a shark, mermaid. Swim around. Batman. All of them. Because when you check your levels, them support Andrew Holness and promote transgenderism. to we picnic them in a school and they'll call PJ name. Wanna come out with PJ name on a drunk club. Wanna go say PJ make Batman march in Jamaica. From 2016 until now, the Batman them a march all about through Jamaica. You can't even talk to them anymore. And guess what? Them have a heavy security guard because Andrew Wallace make sure say and give those people security guard, the Jamaican Constabulary Force and the Defense Force. I think go protect them out there. This is just to show you say this man support the whole church business. You know, support it. Now Flavor Williams come out and say $2,000 can save every month. And at the end of 3 years, you can buy yourself a brand new Pro Box. One Pro Box I like for about $2.1, $2.2 million. I'm
going to show them about.
And when you check the maths, and you do the maths, and you save $2,000 a month for the next 3 years, you don't even have $100,000. So how you don't go buy one Pro Box?
And then pick never inherit them Pro Box.
$1 million. Do the maths and make the maths. Now these doctors, they call themselves liberal. They got to justify the thing and say, yes, you can save it. When you check it up, you can buy the car for you. When they find out, say, it don't work out. Hear them now? But you can get car for $100,000. Where you get car for $100,000? Not from that ladder. Now sell for $100,000. Now, it look like I said these people, them not realize say the Jamaican Labour Party are trying to pull them back. Or then they try to make them go backward instead of forward. They not try to make their life no better. They are trying to make them go back to slavery, to sufferation. Them don't want to have car. They want to have not for donkey car. Donkey too expensive. Hand cat there. I don't have about 100,000 for hand cat. Well, they don't want to have nothing at all then. Let's say that. Maybe they want to go buy some whole there. And who no support that? Who no support that? Eh? Who no say who no like on yourself or who no like on a country? Who no say who no idiot?
So this is a junk.
How can you support
3 years, 72,000?
A party? We don't tell yourself it's $2,000 a month. And in 3 years time you can buy yourself one brand new Pro Box.
1.5.
Who no idiot, brother? That simple means say they can tell you if you go jump jackass and no good they go jumpy because you're an idiot. And that's why Andrew Wallace take a whole out of the food.
Tell them it's a real
go tell foreign media say Jamaican men are now evolving. Them support batty business now. Them not discriminate nobody again. They support it. They are into it now. Jamaica youth them turn batty man. And for now ask Andrew Wallace which part pan the youth them a Jamaica turn batty man. On a support him but PJ when do it too. PJ when do what? Eh?
No,
this is a nasty shit house man.
No, and
that's why you see me come on this every day brother. I'm boom no down.
I'll buy them
you fire now no nasty shit up self brother. Because you're an idiot, you're a fool, you're a knee come poor bro. People like I want to go lead on my road and make car run over on a car.
Run over them,
if you go lead on my road, make car run over on and do it.
The truck and car run over them.
When I labor right, you're not stupid. Me have say, me have a company media. And I say me a labor right. And I say no go lead on my road and I'm going to kill on the damn self. I'm a fool. No, he's a set of jackass, brother. Yo, me tell you man.
Anyway, they might try to justify the madness.
So she can get you one of the brand new Pro Box for the money, yeah?
That's funny.
She take caller now, so just contact her.
That is funny.
Well, if you want
brand new Pro Box, so I use Pro Box money, you know.
Labour Party office in Eastern St. Andrew. And you get yourself a brand new Pro Box, alright? Anyway, big up on yourself. The people with knowledge, wisdom and understanding wanna keep on fighting for the country. And the people with their head shallow like a me don't know what to say. Then wanna keep on doing the thing. When is that set a jackass?
Alright. Wanna hear what the G say. Saying. But before me even go down no further and no more video, I wanna play this video for and listen to this bumbo holder. I wanna really say the leader right them a real idiot. Saying and the bridge for that person, you know. I wanna listen to this. Wanna tell me what you think. You see if me the police, Andrew, me lock up your blood clot if me the one police. Me lock you up. Harry Strong would have to kick me out. Harry Strong would have to put me in one mountain work. I want hill, I want back page place. But if me the one police, Andrew, Me tell you say me down police. Mother lock you, mother investigate and lock you, I'd lock up better than you. Anyway, listen to this Stephen Virginia.
And the question is still going to be asked. Are there members of my party who have been written to for this crime of illicit enrichment? My straight answer is that I have asked as far and as wide. I have gotten that response from everyone, but as far as I have been told, no, people have been written to, as the Integrity Commission does almost daily, but I have not heard of anyone in my political party being written to for this matter of illicit enrichment.
When an ordinary Jamaican is suspected by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and they believe that which you do is of some threat to national security or just mere suspicion, and they place you in a database permanently, in perpetuity, you can't come off, and you have what is called an adverse trace. How different it is, though, for our politicians when they are merely investigations, no convictions, no charges, but we can't even know their names.
We are seeing that the Integrity Commission is acting. It is investigating. Therefore, we should allow the Integrity Commission to go through the process that we have duly passed in Parliament, that due process of investigating. When the investigations are at a point of maturity, are at a point where they are going to be brought into a public court, then by all means that should be disclosed. Now what happened?
Because he's a blood clot thief and for that pussy clot prison. But when you reach a court, if it which blood clot disclosed, he's a public figure, he's a public servant. People, man, if you're at so big up talk about TV, yeah, man. Lord have mercy. General himself, make sure so go check him out. See? Subscribe and everything. No, that. I'm glad I'm done early today, but I still have work to do as per usual. So, I'm gonna get it done. See y'all later. Have a good one. Peace.
God, no, this have to come to an end. This have to come to an end.
Then double rich, then triple rich, all of them a millionaire teacher. That's why yesterday have too much big talk. That's why yesterday I shoot them one another. So I shoot them one another. So I go for the Portmore people, them and I demand them to change up boundary for them stay that power. But it can't work. It can't work. There is no way Portmore can be a parish and they do have nothing at all. And the people don't even stand. Let me tell you something. This can't work, government. Andrew, you have to take this. When I say you have to take back this, you have to take back this. So when and when you not call you done, if you call you done and if you don't call you done, so what you gonna do? You're there in the take for yourself. You feel pack your bag and go, resign, take for yourself your peaceful life. Go on with what you have, because we still gonna lock you up and you can't escape. No way you can't escape. Thief! Me say, as you go on the internet and type in Andrew name a thief come. And the second thing will come up, oh God, Bandulu. What you say? Bandulu lie come up in a teacher squealing and me say I Andrew name. Boom! Thief! And lie come up. So Andrew is a thief and him is a liar and him is a big nothing but a dirty criminal. Andrew retired and you left the country and not fear. Your mama never will out to you and your father never, your two father never will out nothing to you. Right now I'm thinking that Richard never work for never rotten millionaire. You understand? So what go on? And Jamaica people are broke. Teacher, this cannot work. Thief, criminal. FBI will come for them now. Wait, Mr. Bull, call them. FBI, please, come. The matter get worse. The matter get dread. FBI, come down in Jamaica, come look what go on. The situation right. It's not pretty at all. Bad things are going on here. Dread things are going on here. Judgment on the people that want help. FBI, come help me. FBI, please, we are begging over the last hour with the party break. FBI, come. FBI, come. No wait. It will get dread. And to take for yourself, you're a thief. Wicked and lie. We're afraid of you. We can't eat, we can't drink, we are so far down here. FBI, boy, call them. Help me call them, boy, call them in our country. Call your big liar for it and give me money and make him trouble the case for you. Because they have the money and SSL lock them. SSL not fit to nobody and no nothing what none at all. Because I write the evidence there and the laptop them dodge off and thief. So both forget the money and the poor people don't forget back the money. Them is thief! Judgment! Judgment after to come, take them quick and fast. What Mr. Call them, carry them, come. He just, guess what,